Time may take, yeah. Time may take years, but I'm still
to this
working.
day.
Said
To
I'm
this
still
day.
working. And I'm taught to have no fear, but I'm still hurting. Said I'm still hurting. My emotions running wild. If life is a bitch, I'm choosing pimpery. I knew the wintry would take root and act fool eventually. Still they wanna root against me, but the shooter's gonna shoot eventually. The route of entry, the size of a Bentley B. The desert storms of eagle smokes for them evil folks. These niggas want or the ego stroke. To be told, when them evil folks took the soul from Oakland in these streets, niggas really went broke off in these streets.
To this
then
day.
They put dope off on in these
To this
streets.
day.
Fast forward, now they broke off in these streets.
To this
Roped off
day.
on these streets, no broker in
To this
peace.
day.
No smoke in the leaf, smoke with the chief.
To this day.
No words,
To this
smoking
day.
to the beast. No hope in these streets. Hopefully dirty money. No soap off in these streets. But there's cocoa leaves, coke in these streets. Dopamine, dope in these beats. John Paul the Pope in these beats. Spoke to these beats, cloaked and discreet. Then we put the dope on these streets. Red and blue pills, hard to swallow. Yeah, that's potpourri sweet. Food for thought, that's grocery free. The ghost spell, yeah, that's so fully free. Sleep well, go and be sheep.
To this day. To this day.
Time may take years, but I'm still working. Said I'm still working. And I'm taught to have no fear, but I'm still hurting. Said I'm still hurting. My emotions running wild.
Bang, bang, bang.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Face first.
How?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Remind me to play something on the way out. You know what I'm talking about? I don't be playing no music on the way out. Remind me to play something on the way out. We'll rent something else off of that Red Summer album. Shout out to everybody that has already supported the Red Summer album by going to redsummermerch.com. Y'all made that shit platinum in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? You said that we buffering. Refresh your shit. Refresh your shit. I'm talking about refresh your shit. You know what I'm talking about? So let's do some announcements and then let's do this roll call and then let's get it in. All right. If the shit is buffering by the time we finish this announcements, we'll be unbuffered. All right. So as you know, we are in the month of October. You know what I'm talking about? It is officially Red October. You know what I mean? We have a slew of things that we are scheduled to be doing this month. All right. I want the family to look out for the next lecture coming up. You know, we do a lecture series every month. Shout out to all of my KTLians. Shout out to KTL University, my stream chasers, everybody in the motherfucking building. We have 21 Savage coming up this month, episode 2, my niggas. We got to review the year. We're in the fourth quarter. A lot of shit is happening. You know, I'm 10 for 10 with the predictions and whatnot. We're going to go over the 21 Savage episode that I did, the lecture that I did in January, touch on some things that was talked about, see if any predictions have come through. You know what I mean? We're doing real heavy in the prediction market these days. I'm kind of proud of myself. And then we're going to follow it up with the fuckery that you see going on in society today with the government, the Jabberwocky, all kind of shit going on. But we will officially tap in and follow up. That was a very heavily I sold a lot of tickets on that. We was looking at the stats the other day. That was heavily attended. So I suggest that y'all go ahead and get y'all tickets for the next one. I think I'll be putting those on sale on Monday. We'll have the official flyer and everything done. So look out for that. All right. And then God willingly, you know what I mean? God willingly, inshallah, my niggas, we planning to have this Red Summer Deluxe finally ready for the family. I'm going the NFT route. You feel me? I'm going the motherfucking NFT route. I'm not releasing this shit to Apple Music and all of this corniness. I'm gonna stand firmly in the motherfucking future. I might sell that shit for $1, and I'm looking at either 1 million copies or 444,000 copies. You niggas buy it up and do what y'all wilt. You know what I'm talking about? Do what you will.
To this day.
Do what thou wilt, my niggas.
To this day.
No, we've taught about this NFT shit enough. You see, 19 Keys is out there teaching people. He's cooking. My dude Nadi is cooking. It's a bunch of people slicing them. The biggest crypto play, they're showing you how this bag is getting made with the NFT. The NFT shit is crazy right now. That shit is hot. You know what I mean? Lava hot, La Palma hot, my niggas. That shit flowing. So we're gonna tap into that NFT market. If I make it down to motherfucking Atlanta, this shit has become such a task, but we're gonna push through and make it down there. Stream Chasers Academy. All right, Stream Chase. I'm gonna announce this today. Stream Chasers Academy is going to be a membership only site. We are going to be putting a lot of the different streams that we've been talking about. We're going to be putting lectures. We're going to be putting different courses from different teachers within the ecosphere, brothers and sisters who we've been building with and whatnot. And I want to say this real quick. I'll address it later on. You know what I'm talking about? We'll talk about it. That this is to the people that I've been collaborating. Whoever I bring on the platform and collaborate, I want to use this disclaimer and just put it out there. You know, I take this platform very serious, and I take my audience very serious. We are in an unstable climate. So if we work together and collaborate, you know, I'm going to expect you to feel the same way about that. And I'm going to be on your neck, you know what I mean? Because I can't afford anything to go wrong, especially if I put the care of the people in your hands. So for all of the collaborators and the partners, I just hope that that understanding is understood. You know what I'm talking about? So that, with that being said, we have more to announce. I don't want to overwhelm y'all right now with the announcements, but there is more to announce in October. So let's look out for that. And of course, tonight, we're going to be getting into some shit. You know what I mean? Because there's some things going on, a lot of hypocrisy, and we got to talk about it to his face. We have to speak truth to power. By a show of hand, how many people have seen Dave the Closer, right? We know about Tony the Closer, but do you niggas know about David the Closer? The Dave Chappelle series, the stand-up comedy series on Netflix. You niggas got Netflix? Give me a fire emoji if y'all seen The Closer, because we're gonna talk about that tonight. Yes, okay. We're gonna talk about that tonight. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas is in their feels, you know what I mean? A lot of skirts is lifted and whatnot, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day in the cancel culture where these niggas is in their feelings, you know what I mean? And possible bussy niggas and all of that. So we're gonna get into that. I hope you niggas don't flag me. You know, do I think he's a clone? If he's a clone, they should clone more niggas. You understand? If he's a clone, then I'm down with the cloning. Clone more niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because he came back and he's been consistent with his funniness. You feel me? He's been consistent with his fucking comedy. So if they cloned a nigga, they need to clone Kevin Hart and a few other of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They should clone Cat Williams and let these niggas come back scorching. Okay? Come back scorching. Brittany hates Dave Chappelle. It's definitely the best one ever, you know. But we'll talk about it. I don't want to spoil it right now. I don't want to spoil it. Let's do the roll call. You know what I mean? And please, if you, I mean, it's a retrograde. Motherfuckers is in their feelings. If you on that, if you in your feelings and you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? If you one of those people, you can exit stage left tonight because we're gonna, you know, we're not playing. I'm not playing fair. You know, we're embarking in upon Scorpio season. and I'm already feeling the effects of it. You know what I mean? We just had a moon in Libra, my nigga, and I'm very unbalanced tonight. So I'm just giving y'all the forewarning. You know, I'm not gonna be an asshole, but I'm gonna talk the truth. Gonna talk the truth. I'm not owned by no corporations. Nobody got a muzzle. I have to go outside and wear a face diaper, and I hate it. So once my muzzle comes off, I just go in. So I'm finna go in tonight because it's some shit that needs to be talked about. It's some shit that needs to be talked about. I'm done with the hypocrisy. You know what I mean? It's a little too much. Buy Shiba coin. Nigga, you're late. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You're mad late. We were talking about that in January. Like, stop that. Don't get on the don't start riding waves. Let's do this roll call. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. What's popping?
To this day.
You know what I mean?
To this day.
Is my nigga from Tuscaloosa? You know he fighting this weekend.
Day.
That's why I'm very heavy on that button.
To this
right there.
day.
Yeah, we need my nigga Wilder to win. Put some energy out there for Deontay Wilder to get his fucking name back. I need to see him whoop on that white boy. Big. I want to see the white boy go down. I want him to get knocked the fuck out. Like, I want to see, you know, I woke up and I'm choosing violence, my nigga. Like, I want violence. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to see nobody hugging each other. I don't want none of that. I want violence. You know what I'm saying? So if he's going to fight this weekend, let's put our energy into the Bronze Bomber and pray for a fucking clean knockout. I'm talking about a knockout where they take the white boy out on a stretcher because he's disrespectful. The fucking gypsy, he's mad disrespectful. Okay, Syracuse is in the building, Thomasville is in the building, Brick City is in the building, Norfolk, and I can't. The Jake Paul shit has gone too far. The street said they need a body. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. The street said they need a body. So please, Deontay, wild that nigga up. You know what I mean? Washington State. You know what I'm saying? In the building. Sydney is here. What's up, Sydney? You all right out there in Australia's? Michigan is in here. Richmond is in Dominica. Chi-Town, Colorado, Grenada, Kings County, you already know. VA is here. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dominica is here. Oh, it's a global affair, my niggas. Copenhagen. To
this day. To this day.
How many niggas been to Copenhagen? How many of y'all been to Copenhagen? What you talking about? Mount Shasta, PG, you know what I mean? Nicaragua, not Nicaragua, Nicaragua, Dallas, Texas, Rockland, Cali, Southfield, LA. It's a global affair. Make no mistake about it, my niggas, my nagas, my negooses. It's a global affair tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're well connected. You know what I mean? We covering all bases. You feel me? Yeah, the West Coast is the best coast. You could say that again. The West Coast of Brooklyn, Omaha, Thomasville, what's goody, Oakland, Screwtown, Chop and Screwed. Can you chop and screw a clip of this, of one of these videos? I want to see my shit chop and screwed. I don't even want to do it myself. I want somebody that's down with DJ Clue to do it, or DJ Screw, my bad. California, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee. Red Pill, you're a clone. I'm glad that you caught on. I was waiting for somebody to call me out. Bronx, Gun Hill. I got cloned. I got cloned one day coming home from Harlem and shit. They pulled up on me and kidnapped me, and I got cloned. I'm glad you know this. Capitol Heights. The metaverse is tapping in. Cali is tapping in. You know what I'm talking about? Arkansas is tapping in. The KT Alien Mothership. God damn it. All right. So, with that being said, Durham, Chicago, Queens, Barbados, Tampa. Yeah, my parents cloned me. Thank you. If I showed you a picture of my dad and my mom's, you'd be like, are these brothers and sisters? Like, did they, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's kind of freaky. It's kind of scary. It's scary hours when you see them together. But yeah, they cloned me. And I went and I did a few cloning myself. Okay, damn. Don't let me forget about this. This was going to be in the mentions and whatnot. Let me see. Give me 1 minute. Let me see. How do I do this? Give me 1 minute. I gotta take a screenshot and then upload it. I see you, Elmira. I see you, Sanford. I see you, NC. I see you, Boston. I see you, Cashville. I see you, Tallahassee and Grenada and Dallas. You know what I'm talking about? I see all of y'all. I salute to everybody. First and foremost, I come in peace. Okay, I come in peace, and I'm willing and I'm putting it out there that everybody is in the best mental state, the best emotional state, financial, and all of these other things. You know, I'm just praying and I'm putting it out there that the family is good because that is very important. You feel me? It doesn't matter where you're from. We don't set trip over here. We don't care where you from. I don't care what island you from. I don't care what continent you from. You feel me? We all are part of the collective. I am not tripping on none of that shit. You feel me? So everybody from around the motherfucking world, salute. You know what I mean? Peace and love to every single one of y'all. Y'all, every nigga is a star. You know what I'm talking about? Every nigga is a star. So in my eyes, everybody is a star. So salute to everyone. You know, I hope everybody is in good spirits and things of that nature. Man, the fuckery does not end. It just doesn't end, bro. But anyway. Let me put this in the chat real quick. Let me share this. Give me 1 minute. I'm uploading some shit. I'm actively working while I'm talking to the family. Just give me 1 minute. So yeah, a few things been going on since we last linked up, you know. A few things been going on since we last linked up and whatnot. You know. But for the most part, everything is cool. You know what I mean? Everything is cool. You know, the madness still goes on in the world of politics and politricks and shit. You know that. You know, I don't even have to remind y'all about that. So I put something up today in the community post section because I wanted to know how the people felt. I wanted to do a democratic process where, you know, you ask the people via a poll to basically, you know, do a little bit of voting and whatnot. So I'm going to extend that to this platform, right? So I know that I've had the conversation with the family before about creating a quote unquote segment where we are going to deal with the whole dating stuff, right? I know that I spoke about the need for a dating app. Let me take this down real quick before let me talk to you before I even show this to you. You know, I know that we've talked about the need for a dating app. Why, Red Pill? Why? I'm glad that you asked. Because as an elder in this community, or young elder, whatever you want to call it, I've been around for many years. You know, I've seen a lot of things, right? I might have been in this bitch for close to, you know, almost 2 decades almost. You know what I'm saying? So, a matter of fact, I've been here since the 80s, my nigga. I'm rolling with Dr. Sabi in the 80s, curing babies of rabies in a gold Mercedes. But anyway, and I seen some shit, right? And what I've seen is that the foundation and the key to a lot of the things that we talk about when we say community is family, right? Family, right? The family, more importantly, the star seeds, the babies, the children, the little ones and shit like that. But before you could get to a little one, you have to find your mate, right? You have to find your mate. As human beings, fuck being conscious, just regular human beings. Our primal means before we became a religion, before we started identifying as a race and a color, a crayon, before we started identifying as I'm a Jamaican. Our primal urges as human beings, mammals, my nigga, is 2 things: sex and survival, right? Sex and survival, or what you would say procreation, more importantly, because keep in mind, Back we wasn't just skeeting the skeet, but back in in the earlier days and whatnot. It wasn't just niggas wasn't just doing we wasn't just popping off just to pop off. It was like how the animal kingdom does it. There was a mating season, my genius. There was a time to skeet. There was a time to have intercourse and for procreation. There were a thing called arranged marriages, and not in the context where people bring it up and they bring it up from a powerless, fear-based point of view, like, oh, I'm not gonna allow nobody to marry me off. I don't know what they doing. I want to choose my own mate. Well, how has that been working for you lately? How the fuck has that been working for our community lately? Because the shit is in shambles. Last time I checked, I'm off the scene. I've been off the market for a little while, so I don't really know what's going on out there. But I be hearing shit. You know what I'm talking about? So our primal nature is sex and survival. What's survival? Survival is I gotta eat, my nigga. I gotta eat every day. I gotta eat every day. Sometimes you have to go and kill to eat, right? You got to become a hunter and you got to hunt shit down and you got to kill it. You become what is known as a hunter gatherer and you bring home the meat and whatnot, or you bring home whatever the fuck you foraging and shit like that. You cutting down leaves. You got the indigenous corn and shit is purple, all of those things. But sex and survival, you have to eat. You need shelter. It's cold outside. You got to find a cave or something. You got to find a motherfucking hut. You know what I mean? You got to find a tree to be under. Whatever the case, whatever it is. You know what I mean? That's survival. Sex is a natural biological process. You know what I'm saying? Pheromones is in the air. A motherfucker walk by. You know what I mean? You like, oh shit. I'm feeling a kind of way. You know what I mean? Look at Shorty right there. I like her. I like the symmetry in her makeup. Right? This you don't have to read a book. You don't have to, no teacher have to teach you this. No preacher have to preach this to you. You don't gotta nobody gotta tell you how to motherfucking move around. I got a 1-year-old. We pull up in the park, my nigga. He see women, he start waving. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have to tell him a goddamn thing. It's natural. He knows what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Pretty women wave, nigga. Yeah, that part. So in the world of survival and sex, right? I feel that there's been a miscommunication, right? Based off of indoctrination, based off of a lot of things. We could be here all night going through all of the quote unquote issues that we face that has completely upended a process that I consider to be sacred. So my role, right? One who has a platform, and I kick it with the homies. Like I'm a dude who chops it up with my homies, and I chop it up with the ladies. I'm a conversationalist. You know what I mean? I love to find out what the fuck is going on people's minds. I'm a great listener. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes. And what I've heard is that there's a level of frustration taking place, especially in what is called a conscious community amongst brothers and sisters who are looking for their mate. You know what I mean? Or not just their mate, particularly, they're looking for somebody to kick it with. Or not just that, the ladies or the women or the sisters or the goddesses or the empresses or even the goddesses, they're like, yo, Red, what's up with your mans in them? Right? What's up with your mans in them? Why they so awkward and whatnot? Why these men don't know how to approach us? You feel me? What's going on? Why niggas is on creepy time? You do you understand what I'm saying? Henceforth the name Hotep nigga. Do we know as men, do we know what these women are what these sisters really need? What do they need? What do they want? What do they want? What do they need? Right? How could we fulfill them? How could we fulfill them? And then some of the brothers is like, I don't think that these shorties can handle me. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think these shorties can handle me. Right? Bye, Uncle Carlos, you retard. I don't think these women can handle me. I don't think these women understand me. I don't think these women could fulfill all of the needs that I have as a young black man who is at war with the system, is at war with the other races and all of these other things, is at war with his own people. You understand? I'm frustrated. Everybody is against me. Nobody loves me. The hate you gave little infants fucks everyone. You got niggas repping and claiming thug life and whatnot, and they taking certain type of dispositions where it's fuck the world, middle finger to the world, because they never had love. They mama never told them that they loved them. Come on now. You know the culture that we come from. You know the culture that we come from. You know that there's a spillover from a plague that we all kind of got through. If you was born in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s and whatnot, you know that we had to walk through the dark, through a motherfucking dark period, a very dark period. And a lot of people have been scarred as a result of that. A lot of people have been scarred as a result of that. When we come up in elementary school, when we come up in junior high school, when we come up in high school, when we come up in college, who is teaching us the affairs of the heart? Who is teaching us how to handle women's hearts like a lotus flower? Who is teaching us all of the fundamentals on how to make a woman truly feel good and to be emotionally available and shit like that? I can't tell you who. We tend to go to musicians to get us in alignment. R. Kelly. Niggas was raised by R. Kelly.
To this day. To this day.
Let's talk about it. From the 90s on, we was raised by Kels. Michael Jackson had an impact. Prince with his ass out. But they wasn't consistent like Kels. They wasn't talking to our lower selves like Kels was. He was giving us a song for every fucking situation, my niggas. And it just got worse from there. It devolved from that point on. You understand? I'm not saying devolved in a sense where, you know, the music necessarily kind of got worse, but what I'm saying is the frequency changed. We cannot compare soul music, right, of our parents' generation with the Temptations and, you know, all of these brothers who were singing their hearts out. You remember Saturday morning cleaning up the house and they playing that shit? You know what I'm talking about? And they playing that shit. You know, riding in the Volkswagen or the station wagon and your parents or the Oldsmobile and they playing that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You wasn't in the back seat feeling like twerking or killing a nigga or cutting a nigga throat for his woman and whatnot. You wouldn't have those type of subliminal feelings and whatnot. You were somewhat feeling like, well, goddamn it, I need to go to school and whatnot and give Margaret a flower because, you know, I understand what Lionel Richie is saying to me. So then we get into the Jodeci's, we get into the Kels and whatnot. We get into Dina Howard. She's a freak every morning, freak in the evenings. We get into the Tweet talking about she's feeling herself. You know what I mean? We get into all of these artists and whatnot. But these artists don't control their image. They don't even control. They're not even writing the fucking songs, my niggas. Not 7 times out of 10, it was a LBGT person writing a song for an artist such like a Beyonce or Rihanna. They got men writing songs about how to get with men. Come on, do you know this? Do you know this? They had men who don't like box writing songs to give to other men to sing about how to get box. That's a conflict of interest, my genius. So even in those songs are wild ambiguous because those songs really, I'm talking about the ones that came once the Andre Harrells, once the quote unquote gay mafia took over the industry for real, on the R&B, hip hop, black side. You understand? When they completely took that shit over, when they wrestled control out of the hands of a lot of the black owned R&B, like Stax Records, Gamble and Huff, Motown, you know what I'm saying? You knew when them artists from Motown was singing that they was singing to women. You know what I'm talking about? When Luther was singing, I don't know who he was singing to. You know, when you go back to some of them songs, the shit is ambiguous. A lot of those new, the choreographers that are teaching all of these dancers how to move, the dancers are coming out of the quote unquote drag scene and shit like that. Niggas falling down and, all of that stupid shit. Like, what is that? It's not dancing. Michael Jackson wasn't doing that. Yeah, the Tyler Perrys of the music industry. I told you I seen Freddie Jackson. We was at an industry event, me and Blue and whatnot. They introduced us to Freddie Jackson. This nigga looked at me and my brother like we were Subway heroes. Like I was a whole Snicker, my nigga.
To this day. To this day.
You know what I'm talking about? This nigga looked at me like I was a whole Snicker. I'm like, yo, I need to go get me a drink. This shit is uncomfortable. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so the new music, and don't even talk about the artists of today. Don't talk about Trey Songz. Oh, I don't want to offend nobody out there. Let's not talk about Augustina, right? These niggas got issues. You know what I'm talking about? These new niggas got issues. Chris Brown, a lot of these artists, and the artists back in the days had issues too. Don't let me get to acting like these niggas was some type of angels, because you don't need an angel to fucking cut a record. That's not the prerequisite to be an artist and whatnot. You know what I mean? This is not the Angel Recording Academy. I'm not acting like that. Frank Ocean, you know what I mean? Frankfurter Ocean. Like, I'm just saying, these new artists, they're harmonizing. You know the difference between singing and harmonizing? They're harmonizing is hip hop based. I don't have 100% problem with it. I'm just giving you the difference between our generation and the generation that precede us. The fact that they cannot call this music soul music because they're not singing from the soul. You understand? They're not tapping into their soul. The music, the frequency, the instruments, all of these are somewhat removed or altered to a sense. These are mumble singers. You don't even know who Tank is singing to. Yes, the monotone R&B and things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about? We went from the Whisperers to the motherfucking Yin Yang Twins with the Whisper song. Like, shit done changed. Shit done changed. And that's the baby making music. That is our teachers, right? That's our elementary teachers in sexual education. I could take you all the way to the higher level of sexual education. It's www.com. It's on the web, my nigga. The higher, the more, when you climb them ladders to learn how sexual education, it's on your phone, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about. Right? I was just watching Tiana Trump. She had an interview on YouTube. Very, very, very interesting woman and whatnot. She looks like a great spirit, but she was teaching young women how to give proper neck. Superhead was also a teacher. We're not being taught the right ways. We're not being taught the right ways. There's variety in everything, but if you only got taught in one way, then that's all you know. Variety is a motherfucker. But if all you know is to dagger a chick, you know what I mean? If you doing the Jamaican dagger and shit, you jumping off of tables into the box and whatnot, that's all you know. You don't even know that there's another way to get it in. How the fuck you gonna ask me how am I gonna go live at the same time as Rich? I need to block you, bro. Don't ask no stupid questions. The fuck are you talking about? This is Third Eye Thursdays. So I'm just saying, like, if that's all you know, then that's all you know. But at the end of the day, is that going to affect how you approach women? Is that going to affect how you, quote unquote, care for your women? Is that going to affect how you communicate? Affect when you pull up on a shorty and whatnot? Is that going to affect you saying the right things? You feel me? I mean, think about that. Think about that. So you got to know that even an old dog could learn some tricks. I don't give a fuck, because I was looking at my analytics the other day. It's niggas in their 60s watching this shit. Salute to y'all. Salute to the OGs. But an old dog can learn some tricks. Even if you in your 60s and your 70s and whatnot, you could still learn how to deal with the opposites. And I'm speaking as well. I'm not out here talking down. I'm not punching down on you niggas. I'm speaking to myself because I'm looking at myself right now through the camera. You understand? We all need some learning. I'm a student in class. You understand? I'm a student. I sit and learn. You know what I mean? I wanna know what's making these clocks tick. So I've come up with the zany ass idea to start a e-dating channel. Well, it's gonna probably still be on this channel, but one day out of the week, maybe a Saturday or whatever. We have open days and whatnot, but I'm finna choose a day out of the week, and we're gonna go forward with the e-dating. What is e-dating? E-dating is electric dating, right? I'm not here. I'm not, this ain't the Love Boat, nigga. I am not Chuck Woolery. I'm not here to make no love connections. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not here to make no love connections. But what I can do is I have a platform and I have a great fucking network of people that I know. It's not too many people who I can't pick the phone up and hit up and be like, I need you to pull up. You know what I'm talking about? Of both genders. So what I finna do is I'm gonna utilize what is called my star power to put together a type of program so some of us can learn, right? Because we want to learn about the affairs of the hearts. I want to know what makes these goddesses clock tick. I want to know what's on your mind. I want to know what kind of man you into, because we could sit around, right? We could sit around and we could speculate all day. You know what I'm talking about? We could sit around and we could speculate all day. Right? But that's not going to necessarily, we are still students, right? We signed up. You know about me. You don't know about me for being a TikTok dancer. You don't know about me for shooting niggas. You don't know about me because I'm in the streets. The 89%, 98% of y'all who know me, I never knew you when I was outside in the streets. I don't know you. We don't know each other from street business. You know about me because they call me the red pill. You don't know Phil Figure. You don't know Wisdom. You don't know none of those. You don't know Twin. You don't know me from those alter egos. You know Red Pill. So you know me from being somebody who disseminates the information. I feel that I embody the name Red Pill in a very special way. Now, when you look at the way that the red pill has been hijacked, right? They I forgot the year. I think it was around 2012 and whatnot. They ran with the name and they repurposed it. And the red pill now is the quote unquote manosphere, right? Men going their own way, right? And I got a lot to say about that, but I'll reserve that for another day, right? Men going their own way. Where the fuck are you going, man? You know what I'm saying? You going your own way. What way is that? What way is that, sir? Huh? Where you going? Because if you're going away from a woman, where are you going? You're gonna fall onto a whole bed of Franks? You know what I mean? Where are you going? To a blow-up doll? Where are you going, my nigga? Men going They're not black men going their own way, because I can understand that. You going to China, you going to some Becky's and whatnot, you going to caves in the Neverlands. I get it. You know what I mean? You on your Moorish shit. I understand. Islam, my nigga. No, not that. Not that. That's not what it's. No, that's not that. Where you going? So anyway, they repurposed my name. They hijacked it, ran with my shit. Now it's the red pill. I got red pill. I'm in a red pill. I'm in a manosphere. And you know, it fucks me up on the algorithms. You know what I mean? It fucks me up on the SEO searches, but I'm not mad. It's whatever. Because like I said, I'm not going to be holding on to the red pill for long anyway. I've red pilled this shit to death. It's time to move on with a new moniker. But anyway. So with that, I want to help to educate high quality men and women in this community, right? To be able to identify each other. We don't, you know, the slander, the slander that they utilize on conscious men, even the slander on the women. They talk about, if you say Grand Rising, you toxic and whatnot. I seen the tweets, I saw the posts and whatnot. They trying to grind y'all in the dirt. They making fun of your shea butter. You know what I'm talking about? They making fun of your head wraps. They're saying that a lot of the quote unquote hotep chicks are very freaky. You know what I mean? Because y'all be running behind the 85ers and they knocking y'all down, and nobody is taking you serious. You know, and nobody is taking you serious. It's a fucking joke. You know what I'm talking about? And when I go outside, like when I'm in Atlanta, like when I'm in New York and things of that nature, I'm like, oh shit, shit's looking different. You know what I mean? It's real Afro punkish in these streets. So I'm going to be launching, right? I'm going to be launching a whole platform, and we're going to be dealing with the e-dating, right? And I'll follow up later on down the line to give you a better idea of what that's going to encompass, right? We are putting all of the finishing touches on it, right? So I'm going to the people, like I said, in a democratic voting process type of way, to see amongst y'all who what do y'all think would be a proper name in it, right? To name the segment on this channel, right? For high value conscious men and women looking to connect. What name would work, right? And so far, right, out there, so far, people are like, they're feeling Kundalini rising. It makes sense, right? When y'all talking that talk, I'm talking about that talk. I mean, that talk, you know what I'm saying? That talk. When you're talking that talk, when you get through all of the bullshit, hotep, when you get past all of that, the window dressing, you talking that talk, and there's a connection, there's some magnetism, nigga, that Kundalini is rising. That snake starts to move. So I get it. I understand. Don't call me beloved. I like that. Don't call me beloved. Sacred whores need love too. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bobby Hemmett.
To this day.
Put us on to the sacred whores. You know what I'm saying? And we don't judge over here. We put us on to the sacred whores, aka the Th3rds. You know what I mean? They need love too. Th3rds need love. Don't stop playing. And hoteps up, pimps down. That's a play on pimps up, hoes down. You don't talk about hoteps up, pimp down. And then on my IG, somebody said the conscious connection. I like that. Real connections. I like that. You know, yeah, I kind of like conscious connections and whatnot. It makes it, I don't want nobody to be confused though. Love and light connection. I'm listening to everybody. Fire vibes. Wagwan. I like conscious connections. That shit is ringing to me. So I think conscious connection and Kundalini rising is gonna have it's gonna have a vote off and whatnot. We're gonna let those go neck and neck. But as it stands, we're looking at Kundalini rising. You know what I'm saying? And Oh, Brittany said that Conscious Connections is a winner. Now let's talk about it before we even get into the rest of the segment tonight, because this is just this is a warm-up. Ladies, fellas, I've been doing my research. I've been looking around the quote unquote the YouTube, what do they call that? The YouTuber sphere, right? Amongst the YouTubians that are out there. So on the 85er side, what I mean by the 85er side, where the knuckle draggers dwell, they doing shit like this, right? They're doing shit like this. E-dates. They got 10 niggas in a room with 10 women, and people is picking out smash or pass. I'll smash that. I'll pass that. I'll smash you, baby. I like how you look. You know, shit, you wearing them parasucos. I'll smash that. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I see on that side is that even though it's some knuckle dragger shit, it's a lot of honesty, right? What's the shit? Fresh and Fit, right? With the two dudes that are like beta males and whatnot, and they got strippers and shit, and because what the betas want to know, right? And the betas got money now. These is Twitch niggas, these is chat room niggas. Niggas got bread now, right? YouTube done changed the game. So niggas is at home playing video games all day. They collecting checks. Niggas is getting money. They got cars now. They got, so the women who they've been quote unquote lusting after on porn sites, the women who they've been lusting after, who was sitting at tables in the lunchroom that they never could sit at and whatnot, because they was with the tables with the niggas who wasn't popular. They wasn't with the cool kids, women, IG models and whatnot. The women who everybody seems to be praising and shit like that. Now the lame niggas got access to them because everything is for sale, right? Let's just be clear. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking blowout. It's a fire sale. Didn't unemployment dry up? Hey, y'all been outside lately? I don't know if I'm just saying, I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable, but if you've been outside, you know what's going on in these streets, right? So regardless about what they're doing, right? Because we're not focusing on what nobody else is doing, but they still being honest with their shit though. You know what I'm talking about? Regardless of anything, they're still being honest. The shorty is saying what she likes. She's not being all squirmish and fake religious and whatnot. She's like, look, this is how I like it. This is where I like to do it. This is what I'm into. This is what I'm not into. Niggas is taking notes. Niggas is taking notes. Right? And when men talk, like when y'all watching Kevin Samuels and stuff like that, there's some women that's taking notes because they generous. They are generous. They want to know because they want to figure out what makes the clock tick. Right? I know that men want to know. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Niggas want to know how you think. We want to be able to penetrate your mind. We want to know what the fuck is going on because we know that we think differently. I heard the other day that women cheat more than men. Talk black to me. Ladies, is that true? Have I been walking this planet 40 some odd years unaware what the fuck been going on? Is that true? Is that true? Talk to me. Let's not, this ain't the time to hide. You know what I'm saying? Put the kids to bed. Put the kids to bed.
To this day. To this day.
Ho. We want to be honest. I feel that honesty is the bridge to success and happiness. Cross this bridge with me. Hold my hands. Is that true? You know what I'm saying? Because the ladies were saying that if they lose emotional connections to you, it's easy to turn you off and go hop on a Peter. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody said women cheat just as much. Okay, I'm learning something. You know what I mean? I've been naive up in these streets. I've been naive up in these streets. Yeah, the women they being honest about their bodies on Fresh and Fit. I seen the episode. They've been honest about that. I'm a Scorpio. Let's be clear. Let me just let's clear this tape. This is the disclaimer. This is my shit. You understand? I haven't. Daddy is home. Drake, Alexa, play Drake. Daddy's home. Daddy's home, my nigga. I haven't been touching on shit like this in a very long time. This is our shit. This is what we do. We do this in our sleep. Like, we explore this, you know, this is our shit. This is just, I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know. This is what I'm passionate about, shit like this. So, you know, I'm kind of like, I'm getting charged up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like a Tesla right now. I'm plugged up and I'm getting electrified. I'm getting charged up because I feel like this is going to be big. You know what I mean? This is going to be big. I've been talking about this for years now. Years. If any of y'all do the track records, you know that I've been bringing up affairs of the heart for years. But now it's finally time to let this ship take sail. Right? Women cheat better. You know. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Scorpios, you know, if you know, if we lose that connection, then it's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's hard to get it back. You know, it's hard to get it back. Girls like girls, where you from? You on your Drake shit? Okay. You know. So, you know, there's a lot of things that need to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? But where we come in as a community, and like I said, I don't like to thumb my nose up and look down on the people and whatnot, because the people is the people. But I feel that we in this community, you know, we exemplify somewhat of the cream of the crop based off of our lifestyle, based off of our thinking, based off of the things that we do. We are not, you can't put us in a box with everybody else. So with that being said, we should have our affairs more in order than the knuckle draggers, right? We should be more of a community than we should be able to tell a woman, hey, how you doing, sis? What's good? And have a healthy conversation. They shouldn't be acting all fugazi around the gods, right? There shouldn't be a disconnect amongst the genders in the conscious community if everybody is vibrating and eating fucking spirulina and asparagus chew sticks. You know what I'm saying? So my solution to it is to dig deep. You said a dating app. The dating app is going to roll out, but we're doing this on YouTube first. It's going to launch. We're going to launch on YouTube on this channel. I was going to build my own channel and just do it on that, but why not? Fuck that. It could be on this channel. If you niggas is acting sacrilegious, do not click on the video, because it's not going to be, we're not going to be debasing ourselves. We're not going to be debasing ourselves. We're not going to be dragging women through the mud. We're not going to be dragging men through the mud. We're not going to be in our lower selves. I beg of you to rise up out of your lower self. We're not going to be on some weird shit when we do this. Okay? I'm just saying. I hope you niggas don't come on some weird shit, because you're going to get eliminated very quickly. Unless shorty on the other line is into weird niggas. And like I said, I'm not here to stop no connections. If that shit floats your boat, then goddamn it, float on. We are affiliated with black businesses, right? Like black spas, black restaurants, black gyms. You could take your date to the gym, my nigga. You could take your date to a black restaurant, a bar. You could take her to a gym. You could take him to a bar. You could take him to the spa. You know, all of these things, we're going to have affiliates and other businesses that are going to be in alignment with us. We'll have coupons. We'll have promo codes. It's cross promotion. I want my niggas to eat. You know what I'm saying? I want our people to eat. So case in point, yeah, and if you do have a business, and if you do have an establishment, and if you do have a quote unquote service and whatnot, hit me on the email. Best way to stay in touch with me is through redpillar75@protonmail. Like I said, if them people decide one day that they want to snatch all of if they want to deplatform the God, at least we'll be able to stay in touch. My email list is about 5,000 deep and whatnot, but I need another 5. Matter of fact, I want my email list to be 100,000. Fuck is you talking about? Make sure you press subscribe. Shout out to everybody that's been signing up to the Patreon. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's been signing up to the Patreon. And if the shit gets too spicy, we'll have episodes on Patreon because everything is not for YouTube. We might get spicy with it. It might be some after dark shit. If I link up with Lizzie, Jeff, and whatnot, we go on to Patreon because you know the Zen and Kush and the shit that they do. You know, it's not safe for work. You know what I'm talking about? It's not safe for work. So we're gonna have to move it to the Patreon. You know, we might have grown ass fucking episodes like that. You know what I mean? Where everybody is topless. You know, but I'm just saying. So an E-date, right? An E-date is basically setting up two individuals to date, right? You got to start somewhere, right? Let's bring back courtship. You got to start somewhere, my nagas. You got to start somewhere. We're not just trying to hook up off of an IG DM and slip, yo, let me go and cut and whatnot. We're not trying to do no shit like that. We want to establish a type of relationship. You don't even got to cut, my nigga. Just be a great fucking friend. How many dates have y'all went on? You don't, and for the ladies too, you don't got to throw that man away. You don't got to discard of that man unless that nigga is a stalker or whatnot. He could be a friend for life. You could put that nigga in a certain type of category and whatnot, right? Am I tripping? You let me know. You let me know. But let's say that a brother take you to get a yoni steam, right? Y'all go on a fucking date. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna pull up to the Zen bar. Shout out to Secret and whatnot. She got the Zen bar. I'm finna get you a yoni steam. You know what I mean? And you might get a pingum. Is that called the lingam steam? Shout out to Richie Moon. He put me onto the lingam steam. Fellas, do you know you can steam your phallus? Do you know that you can steam your phallus? You know what I'm talking about? Do you know that you can steam your phallus? I bet you didn't know that, but you can. So how about I take you for a yoni steam and get you a fucking punani roll from Tassili's and whatnot, and then get you a nice massage and shit. And we talking, we shooting the shit, we getting to know each other, but the things just don't work out. You're like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna give you the cutty and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you mad cool and whatnot. I'm gonna put you on my close friends list. I mean, nigga, touchdown. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody ain't for everyone. Everybody is not for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But it don't hurt to get to know a person. It don't, you know, we can't mend. You can't be in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like rejection. But you know, if you turn me down nicely, I'll oblige. You know what I'm talking about? I'm good. I don't like objections. Nobody likes rejection. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, to give y'all some game and whatnot, and you know, is anybody looking to give you some free game? You know, a lot of men don't hop off the porch like that. They don't pull up like that because they don't want to get shut down. They don't want to get shot down. So if the men in this network and all around, I'm hoping this reaches, because this is healing work. This is healing work. Niggas is doing shadow work. If you have to do shadow work, it's because you niggas don't want to deal with the shit that they told you is the most sacred and the shit that hides in the shadow, and that's sexuality. You know what I'm talking about? That's where shadow work comes from, because you've been suppressing your motherfucking kundalini. You've been suppressing that kundalini from rising. You in the mirror all shame and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You shamed of your nakedness. You know what I mean? You've been suppressing that. You doing a lot of shit in the shadows when nobody is looking. That's why people have these mental health issues. That's why these niggas are not sexually mature and whatnot around bad bitches. And I don't mean to say that in a derogatory way, but you know what I mean. Shout out to the city girls. You know? Sometimes some niggas need to go to the strip club just to cure them of their lameness. You know what I'm saying? See a little tig-o bitties in their face and whatnot. That shit might snap them out of whatever spell that they're under. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit going on. Nigga done came up in the church all their life. You was a fucking altar boy and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They made you scared. They made you shame. They was shaming sex. You know what I'm saying? They was stottery shaming you. You know what I'm saying? You was who gonna heal that? Who gonna get you out of that? So I hope and I pray, and my greater, and like I said, I'm coming to y'all and I'm sharing my intentions, because my intentions is for the family to do what? To get a little bit of healing, to get a lot of understanding about themselves and the opposite gender. You know what I mean? To hear some motherfucking game being espoused upon you. You know what I mean? And we need families. We need babies. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life. I want to see more babies come through. You know what I'm saying? That's my objection. I want to see more star seeds come down up in this bitch. I'm pro-life. You know what I mean? I don't know about nobody else, and I'm not here to talk about none of that. You know what I mean? I'm only finna focus on the shit that I'm pro. So I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus. I don't want to deal with nothing else, because why would I talk about something that I'm not pro? But I want us to be honest. I want us to let our nuts hang, men. You know what I mean? I want us to be able to let it all hang out. I want us to, don't come over here with that conscious shit. You know what I'm talking about? Don't come over here with that fake conscious shit. You will get cut, my nigga. I'll cut, you know what I mean? You'll get eliminated quick. You know what I mean? Don't come over here on that fake shy shit, nigga. You shy? We not dealing with that. We on some grown man, grown woman shit. Talk your mind. You know what I'm talking about? But don't come over here on some weirdo shit either. We don't promote weirdos. We're trying to do away with the weirdo activity henceforth, while we want to open up a platform for people to be more comfortable. Okay. So that's my little diatribe about what we have coming up. We're going to launch this bitch either in the Libra balance or the Scorpio sex sign and whatnot. I'm still talking to the team about it. I might meditate on the shit and I'll get back to y'all, but it's definitely coming through very, very soon. All right. And like I said, fuck it. We might as well let it go. We might as well set it off now. All of my prospects, y'all can hit that email too. I'm not accepting nudes. Like I said, no nudes, please. No nudes. No nudes. But I already got commitment for some brothers, ladies. Not playing with this shit. I already got a few commitments. Like, the lineup is crazy already. You know what I'm talking about? The lineup is crazy already. You feel me? You smell me? The lineup is crazy already. You know what I'm saying? Get shit. Get you. Yeah. What's the lace front with the baby hairs? Yeah. Go and get that. Yeah. Get your shit together. Go and get that. You know what I'm talking about? Go and get that. Because the lineup is crazy. I got hitters on my team already. I got some hitters. And I'm gonna get more. You feel me? So we're gonna keep it moving. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. You know what I'm talking about? Talk black to me, because we talking black to you, and we're gonna get it in. You feel me? We are going to get it in, and hopefully we're gonna solve some of the ailments. Because I remember when I was single, my nigga, I was in a state of depression unlike anything. I had a roommate, and this nigga did not see me, bro. I did not come out the room. I was down, bro. I was down for the count. This was like 2017. I even go back and look at old videos, and the shit is cringeworthy because I could tell the difference. My Wiz came in my life, and she helped change things. You know what I mean? She helped level the guard up. You know what I'm talking about? So I can honestly say that affairs of the heart is real serious. You can't function if your heart ain't right. You can't function. I remember going through issues when I had it. I'm not gonna bring up what child it was and whatnot, but I had, it started out that shit was a rocky road. A nigga, I felt like I had holes in my heart, my nigga. And then I felt like I had holes in my aura. I was going through some unspeakable pain, my niggas, my niggas, my niggas. I've been there. I've been there. I've been in that fire. So I know what it is. I've been lonely as fuck, my nigga. I know what that shit feels like. That ain't it. That's not it. That's not it. I don't promote that. If you going through that right now, I'm identifying that I've been there before, and my nigga, it gets greater later. You know what I'm saying? But I needed to go through that because that was my healing and whatnot. I wasn't trying to jump into a brand new relationship until I went through it. But my nigga, it's a fire. It's a fire. So we cool and we understand. And there's people, women and men, that's going through that. They're by themselves. They on some lonely shit. They're healing. They're doing their shadow work. It's cool. Nobody is judging you. You know there was a moon yesterday? Yeah, run that bath after you hear this. You know what I'm talking about? Well, light that candle. But do the necessary work. You know what you know what the you when I think about the work that I had to do. Cause niggas just throw the word shadow work around. Like, are you in the shadows working, nigga? Were you shadow boxing? You know, I had to forgive myself, right? I had to be grateful, right? I had to practice gratefulness. I had to be grateful, nigga. You still here? You have a you know what I mean? You're an eligible bachelor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's daughter's gonna want you. You know what I mean? You know, I had to shake it off, right? I had to wipe off. I had to lick my wounds and whatnot. I had to heal myself. I had to get my legs had to get stronger. Yeah, I was skipping leg day. I was weak in the knees. I was weak in the knees. An unspeakable, unfathomable pain. It pierced my heart to the deepest of deepest caverns, my niggas. I went through some shit. You'll read it in the book. Coming in 2028, my niggas. Stay tuned. I had to gas myself up. The videos on YouTube, it wasn't helping. I was going viral and all of that. You know what I mean? 40,000, 60,000, all of that. That had nothing that did not work. That's all ego. Fucking numbers. Fuck going viral. What does that do? How does that help? You know what I'm saying? That wasn't helping me at all. You know? My children, the love of my children, which is unconditional. The love of your children is a healing type of love. If family, if you're not familiar with it, get into it. And I feel for the brothers who don't have access to their children. We'll have that conversation one day. You know what I mean? Because I feel for your pain. I be wanting to give you niggas a hug. Pause. I be wanting to give you a hug because I couldn't even fathom going through a situation. I can't fathom that reality. You know, you know how Big said the only thing I fear is the feds and whatnot. Nigga, that's a fear. And a real father, that has to be your fear. That's why I straightened my shit up. The minute I saw my son come out of the womb, my first son, my firstborn 13 years ago, nigga, I straightened up immediately. I was like, you know, I wasn't all the way there. I wasn't all the way committed to this shit. I straightened up immediately that night. I sobered the fuck up, my nigga. I sobered up. I was like, hell to the nah. This is a different type of love that I'm feeling. This shit is, I feel a different type of purpose. And I never had that purpose. I never felt that type of purpose before. Somebody said they scared to have another baby. The fear is real. The fear is real. The fear is real. So if this upcoming shows that we're going to be doing can help with you making the right decisions about how you're going to choose your mate, or what a high value woman or man is coming out of this community, if we can even identify it, what the fuck is it? Is it the materialism is high value based off of you hopping out of a foreign? Do you have to have jewelry on and whatnot? Do you have to be draped in fucking Italian fabrics when in Rome, ass nigga? Is that high value? What's high value? Is you know what I mean? You got mad dashikis. You know what I'm saying? What's high value? What is it? What is it in this community? I would love to know. We're going to have that conversation. I'm not going to have it now because who the fuck am I to be able? I have to have at least 4 or 5 other people who I respect their minds so we can have that's a dialogue. I can't come up with that right now. And yes, keep in mind, ladies, that the unjabbington or unjabberwocky sperm is more sacred than gold right now. Niggas claim your space. Claim your space, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Claim your space. You know? Claim your space. You feel me? You know? You got some very you know, you clean. You know what I'm saying? You got some clean you know, your seeds are clean right now. Your shit is not like venom. You know what I mean? Your shit ain't moving around in your body like venom. You know what I'm talking about? You should value that. Put that shit in a cup. You know what I'm talking about? And freeze it or something. You know what I mean? You know? Fellas is like they need a queen that's unjabby. You know what I'm saying? No jabberwockies here. You know? That's a premium, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're high valued right now. That's a premium. You know? Bro said, I'm 26 and can't find a queen that isn't brainwashed in my area, in my age range. What's your area, king? What's your area? You feel me? And then from the YouTube, we're going to be doing social events in the fine states of Atlanta, Miami, right? We're even going to come back to New York. I have not forgot about you, New York. I love you for life. You know I will never abandon the motherfucking throne. I will not leave New York high and dry. You niggas are just on pause right now. But I love New York. That's what made me. You know what I'm talking about? I rep you 4 corners of the earth. Wherever I go is untied Timberlands that are going with me. New York to the motherfucking death. But we're not gonna, you know, we're gonna see y'all later down the line. You know what I mean? We might even come to the Carolinas. You know, it's just based off of the you know, it's based off of the analytics. You know what I'm saying? It's based off of the analytics. Try not to be zesty. You know what I mean? We're not trying to be zesty. We want to, you know, we want to deal with omega energy. You know, we want to deal with omega energy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Richie says summertime part. Yes, you know, New York is at its best in the spring and the summer. You know what I'm talking about? You know, there's no love connections in the winter. That's just cuffing season. Don't get fooled, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fooled. You know what I'm saying? What you thought was love, I found love. No, you did. You know what I'm saying? No, you didn't. That nigga's a homosexual. He needed somewhere to lay up. You know what I mean? Niggas is hibernating. Understand what's going on in those states that have winters. All right. Yeah. So looking for 60 plus. Yeah, we're gonna accommodate the 60 pluses. You feel me? We're gonna definitely accommodate the 60 pluses. You know what I'm saying? You know, even though I don't look it, I'm in my 60s. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the 60 plus world. We're gonna accommodate up to the 70s. We got you. Because they need love more than anybody. Think about it. Bro said I'm attracted to conscious strippers. I have to do better. You ain't going Think about how far this community has come. I remember back in the 2000s, I forgot what year it was, with Omar Johnson and the conscious stripper. Y'all probably wasn't here with us. Y'all just got to this shit. That shook the whole community, fam. That was the scandal of scandals back then. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Now, if you go on fucking TikTok and what is that, Bigo, nigga, you go on Instagram to your homies page, that's the norm right now. You understand? That's the norm right now. So, you know, shit done changed. They shifted the goalposts. You feel me? They shifted the goalposts. Yeah, we got all ages. I've been reading the analytics. I know that we got up to 70 in here. Mr. Hardy said, you're not 60. How you know? How you know? I was just listening to Mink Slide, my nigga. I'm an old school nigga. What are you talking about? I was just listening to that. You know? So, I value Know the Ledge media. I value my audience like a motherfucker. I promise you. I value y'all. I know that I got, it's about quantity over quality. I already know that the quantity that I've met 5% of you niggas in real life. So I already know I could take an average and whatnot. I already know that the quality is very high and y'all deserve better. So it's my job to bring you better. You understand? I've been up late nights contemplating the master plan. So I'm gonna bring better to you and just be cool. So without any further ado, let's get into the communications for the night. Let's get into the lecture. We got to talk about Dave. They're coming at my dude, and I'm not gonna let that happen on my watch. You understand what I'm saying? We're definitely not gonna let that happen. Hell to the no. So if you didn't see the special with Dave Chappelle, spoiler alert, right? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Even when you see the shit, you'll laugh. It'll be double funny. Don't let me ruin a good time, right? Fellas, it's kind of chilly outside, nigga. Yeah, Dave Chappelle and chill. Squid Games and chill. I'm giving you some game right now. You know what I'm talking about? Make it work. You know what I'm saying? Make it work for you. You don't get too many times to do this. I'm just looking for my phone. Shout out to all of the cash apps. I'll give y'all the shout out at the end of the show and whatnot. And like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscription button. You feel me? Tap in, because like I said, we got Melanin Mondays and we got Th3rd Thursdays, but I'm doing other shows throughout the week. You feel me? I'm not gonna be. I fucks with Instagram. I'm doing other shows throughout the week. You feel me? I'm not gonna be. I fucks. But after that, after they had the blackout with Facebook, now that they came back online, and I had said that I suspected that they scrubbed the servers. These niggas really did scrub the servers. That's a fact. Not only did they scrub the servers, but these cocksuckers are going retroactively into old posts that I did in like the fucking 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're removing shit and they're threatening me. So, they scrubbed their servers and now they're scrambling, right? They're scrambling and shit to remove a lot of content. So it's like I had said, that's Hegel. I was like, yo, homegirl is an agent. This is Hegelian dialect. We're seeing some Hegelian dialect shit because all she was talking about, oh, they need more oversight. Oh, they need this. Oh, they need that. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you cap. Yeah, that's called big cap right there. You work for the man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't trust no Karens and whatnot. Even though I had shared the information, I had gave a disclaimer, said, nah, that might not be accurate. That might be game right there. I'm peeping game. She might be working for them boys. You know what I'm talking about? And lo and behold, they back on their bullshit. So we're gonna be going live from the YouTube during the week, and we're gonna be covering stories and stuff like that. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's fix this because I'm trying to share my screen and unfortunately, shit is not sharing. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this thing right here. Oh, man. If you want to go and take a ride with me. Who saw the BT Awards? That was trash. Oh, my goodness. That was big trash. Big trash. Yeah, Facebook and IG were caught trafficking and Apple threat. I saw that article. A lot of shit happened. By the Facebook dip. I'm good. I don't even want to invest in that company. I'm getting personal and shit. I don't even want to invest in that company, to be honest with you. All right, so let's see something. Share the screen. Boom. If you want to go take a ride with me, with the Uzi. Nelly bodied that shit though. Fucks with Nelly. Nelly caught a body. You dig? I didn't. I was sleeping on Nelly's catalog, and I didn't give him. I hadn't given him the credit that he deserves. But shout out to St. Louis, my niggas. Like y'all need to build a statue for Nelly Cornelius. You know what I mean? Y'all need to build a statue for Cornelius because son is a beast. You feel me? Son is a beast. He has classics. Definitely got classics. Let's be clear. So, like I said, you know, this is an update for people that just came in here. This is Red October. We got a lot of things going down in October. We coming up with 21 Savage, hashtag It's a Wrap episode 2. That's going to be this month. We also looking to do the Red Summer Deluxe as an NFT along with some video premieres. And we're also going to be launching Stream Chasers Academy. That's for everybody out there. Get into them bags, get into the streams. It doesn't matter what stream you are tapping into. Forex, crypto, DeFi. It don't matter. NFTs. It's so many streams out there. The shit just exploded. I remember last year. When we came up, when we were starting up with the Stream Chasers, they did not have that many options to get to the bag. It was like I had trouble finding 20 streams. Dead ass. Now it's about 100 of the streams out there. So Stream Chasers Academy, membership only. Feel me? Subscription-based site. That's coming real soon. We are almost finished with like 85% finished with putting the bricks. It's time to put the doors and the windows on the building and whatnot. And we finna launch that. And then more to announce. We don't want to be all over the place. And you know, we don't want to extend ourselves. We don't want to overload and crash the server. So just look out for those right now. You feel me? But the more to announce, the other announcement, of course, was the e-dating site that we're going to be putting together on YouTube. And like I say, based off of the success on the YouTube, we're going to parlay it into an app and also real world physical meetups, greet-ups, get together, which I think about sip and paint. You know what I'm talking about? How you like sip and paint. What about sip and paint, but you 3D painting with the glasses on? I don't even, let me slow down. Because niggas is definitely out here jacking for beats. I got to slow down. You know what I mean? Got to slow down. So earlier today, right, if shit couldn't get no worse in the NBA, right, we just saw that the players that nobody uses on NBA 2K and whatnot, these niggas done got indicted for insurance fraud. Motherfucking Glenn Davis. What the fuck is going on? Are you serious? Not the big dog. They done snatched up the big dog. So 18 former NBA players are arrested by federal authorities in alleged healthcare scam. I ain't never seen no shit like this. Has anybody ever seen anything like this? Huh? Where they took down 18 players? God damn it. Are they going to remove them from NBA 2K? I got to go talk to my son about this. I'm sure he's distraught. Some of his star players. Glenn Big Baby Davis, who won an NBA title with the Celtics, and former high school sensation Sebastian Teflar are among the defendants. This nigga Sebastian can't get a break. He just caught a gun charge. I think he had to deal with a gun charge about a year ago. And now this nigga's gonna be on the motherfucking, he gonna be playing ball with R. Kelly in a minute. The hell? 18 former NBA players were charged with attempting to defraud the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan out of nearly $4 million. God damn it. The defendants include Terrence Williams, Allen Anderson, Anthony Allen, Shannon Brown, William Bynum, Ronald Glenn Big Baby Davis, Christopher Douglas Roberts, Melvin Ely, Jamario Moon, Darius Miles, Milton Palacio, Ruben Patterson, Eddie Robinson, Gregory Smith, Sebastian Telfair, Charles Watson Jr., Antone Wright, and Anthony Rotten. Allen's wife, Desiree Allen, was also named as a defendant. Oh, y'all lowballing. Y'all are lowballing. How you gonna bring wifey into the pokey? God damn it. They each face counts of conspiracy to commit healthcare and wire fraud. By midday Thursday, 16 of the 18 former players have been taken into custody. What the fuck? Somebody said, who is these niggas? Nah, some of them niggas had handles. Stop playing. The defendant's playbook involved fraud and deception. Who do you think these niggas is talking about while they sitting on the bench? Huh? Who you talking about? They trying to catch up. These niggas are trying to catch up to Russell Westbrook's, they trying to get his stylist and whatnot. These niggas are trying to catch up to they trying to buy them some motherfucking some LeBrons and shit. They gotta get, I guess everybody's scamming these days. They seen the fraud niggas in the clubs popping bottles. They seen all the scammers winning in Miami with the rentals and whatnot. They thought that they could follow them. You know what I mean? These niggas want to live a yacht life. So I guess this is what they get. So the attorney for the Southern District of New York, the Southern District is nabbing everybody. Stay out the fucking Southern District, all of you criminals, my nigga. This is not the time for that. They out there sniping everybody. They caught Giuliani. They after Trump. I mean, who didn't they take down? Strauss said that Williams, 34, a Seattle native who spent 4 seasons in the NBA, was the scheme's linchpin. That means he was the leader. Submitting false claims to the league's healthcare plan. He was accused of supplying fake invoices to support the fraudulent claims in exchange for kickback payments that totaled at least 230 racks. Prosecutors alleged that when one player didn't pay Williams, he called the co-defendant pretending to be a plan administrator and said that there was a problem with the claim. Strauss said that their hope was to frighten the player into re-engaging with Williams, who was also hit with an aggravated identity theft charge in connection with the call. Shit. In total, the defendants submitted $3.9 million in fake claims and $2.5 million was paid out. The scheme was uncovered in part because of the sloppy work of the defendant, sloppy paperwork. For example, Smith, who played with the Houston Rockets, submitted claims for IV sedation and root canal and crowns that he alleged to have received during a December 20, 2018 dental procedure in Beverly Hills. Travel records, email, and publicly available box scores showed that he was playing professional basketball in Taiwan that week and did not receive root canals in Beverly Hills as presented in the claim form he submitted.
To this day.
What you doing, nigga?
To this day.
That's sloppy. At the time, Smith was in Taiwan's Super Basketball League, and he scored 11 points for Bank of Taiwan the next day in an 84-76 loss to who? I don't know. The several players didn't bother comparing notes to see whether they were raising red flags by putting in for the exact same dental procedures on the same days. For example, Davis, Allen, and Rotten filed for root canals, all supposedly performed on the same 6 teeth on April 30th, 2016. They need a scammers masters class, because where's the Nigerians at? You know what I'm talking about? Where's the Nigerians at? Like, get the Nigerians on the phone. We need a scammers master class. They need a scammers academy. You know what I'm talking about? They should have been down with Stream Chasers. They would have been able to flip some of that money that they was making sitting on the bench and whatnot, and been able that you wouldn't have to get into fraud. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to get into this fraud life. You feel me? Obviously, they're not getting the type of money that they were supposed to. They chasing that. I don't know what's going on. What if these niggas had Bitcoin and whatnot? They wouldn't have to do none of that. If they financial advisors had put them on to some pay me in crypto, if they put them on to the Biddy in the early days and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about? If they put them on to Ethereum, you know what I mean? But they left our brothers out there to drown. Millionaires. And there's brothers in the hood that's hundredaires, not even thousandaires. Niggas is hundredaires, and they're learning how to pimp the system. They're learning how to work the financial system. They out here day trading. They got the DeFi shit popping. They sitting on crypto. They yield farming. They doing all kind of shit. They're not scamming. They getting to the motherfucking bag. Young niggas. While they on Twitch, you know what I mean? While playing NBA 2K, you know what I'm saying? While playing the NBA games, they get into the bag. So if they could do it, then what's up with my brothers who have the check? They got the bag already. They fucking got torn meniscuses and ACLs and shit like that. You wouldn't put in work. You have badass knees and you still fucked up. That's not a win-win. I got to talk to my son who wants to be a ball player. I'm going to send him this article. Like, that's not a win-win. You know what I'm saying? That's not you need to be a fucking a blurred, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You need to be a coder. The healthcare industry loses tens of millions of dollars a year to fraud. They didn't arrest the Russians. They milked this shit since they came over. Since the USSR fell, them niggas have been in Coney Island, Brighton Beach, and Brooklyn, and all other places scamming the fuck out of the insurance agencies. I'm talking about they done milked these niggas to the bone. That's their hustle. My nigga Teflon, the cousin of Stephon Marbury, a basketball icon in China, was famous before he even set foot on a pro hardwood. He was one of the era's best-known high school players, and the Portland Trailblazers took him in the 13th overall pick in 2004. You niggas is playing in China and you don't own a factory. You playing in China and you don't got mad fucking bootleg Christian Dior bag. You don't have the plug for the fucking booties. For the bootleg fucking Yeezys, my nigga. You don't have that. You haven't set that up, my nigga. You don't own a factory. You know what I'm talking about? You're not knocking down Chun-Li to get access to a factory. It's a waste of talent. Don't put me in China and I'm not getting to the bag. Are you serious? And you playing ball? You dunking balls in China? You the tallest nigga in China? So Carmelo Anthony said that the NBA is part of the feds, right? Carmelo Anthony said David Stern, who passed away in 2020, asked him if he wanted to be in the NBA or in the streets, pointing out that the NBA is a corporation. Anthony explained that Stern also alluded to knowing everything the player did on and off the court. Carmelo Anthony added, he said, I know who you with. I know where you live at. I know where they live at. I know when you close your eyes. I know when you wake up. I know what they're doing. Either you tell them to stop or you got to cut them off. And I was like, damn, how the fuck did you know? And that's when I knew the NBA was part of the feds. That's when I knew. And he told me, I got to make an example out of you. I know everything. I know your whole crew. I know who's doing what. In an interview with $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Carmelo Anthony opened up about his experience in the NBA and how quickly he learned everything could be taken away from him. Recalling the consequences of the 2006 brawl at the Garden between the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks, Anthony said, David Stern suspends me out of everybody, 15 games. Everybody else got like 6 games, 7 games, shit like that. And I go to speak to him like, yo, why you do me like that? And he said, man, your rap sheet. Your rap sheet. So David Stern is basically telling him, you are property of a multi-billion-dollar corporation. All you niggas is under surveillance. We have contacts with federal surveillance agencies. Why wouldn't they work with the goddamn NBA? It's in their interest it's not, it don't even got to be the FBI. There's 17 intelligence agencies out there. It's not just the FBI. You know what I'm talking about? So to start tapping phones, to have locators on your phone, to open up all of the quote unquote wiretaps, I would definitely not put that past anybody in the NFL, the NBA, the motherfucking baseball league. You niggas is out here playing soccer and whatnot, and you hockey playing ass niggas. They're watching you. They're following you. They know what money is, where your money is being spent. They know what kind of hotep niggas you niggas are frolicking around. I know they on Kyrie Irving's ass cheeks. Pause. You know what I mean? I know they are on his ass. Pause. And they trying to find out everything and everybody that he knows, because he is somewhat of a cancer to the league, because he has the potential to poison the minds of all of these $40 million slaves and have these niggas actually wake up, because he's out here burning motherfucking sandwood incense. You know what I mean? He's rubbing shoulders with the patchouli wearers. You know what I'm talking about? So basketball star Andrew Wiggins on getting jabbed up. Not something that I wanted to do, but kind of forced to, right? He was like, yo, he got forced. They said that they bent his arms. You know what I mean? These niggas are not the resistance. They tried to resist, but they folding all of them up and whatnot. So he got stabbed up, right? But not only did he get stabbed up, nigga Iron Mike got stabbed up. Iron Mike got jabbed up, and he said that he didn't want to do it willingly. So either that's the new cop out that they're giving, like, hey, I tried to fight them, but they didn't, you know what I'm talking about? They just tied my hands. You know, either that's the new cop out, right? That's the new way to cop out, and just, you know, kind of wash your hands and be like, you can't blame me, or people's camps and whatnot. And because of the fact that you attached to the bag and you got to go overseas and you just not on some virtual shit, you're like, yo, I didn't put money to set up. You know, you really got to be gung-ho and be like, I'm setting up a whole type of operations to whereas I could get the bag from my studio. I could get the bag from my quote unquote compound. I could get the bag. You got to come and fly and see me. I'm not flying to see you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it set up like that. They haven't said it. They still trying to go back to the old norm, when we've been said that there is no more old norm. The old norm died March 13th, 2020. It's over, nigga. We in a new fucking world. There is no going back to normal. So they rocking niggas to sleep. Let's go back to the old norm. There is no old normal. I promise you, the old normal, you give him his flowers, bid that farewell. It's done. This is a new unnormal. Mike Tyson said, I didn't do it willingly. I'm a little apprehensive of that. I was pretty much beaten into submission to do this because I travel internationally. And if I don't travel, we don't eat. So I decided to take the risk and take the boot. And people, they have their own choice. I never got sick. Tyson at 55 said he thinks he might have had the thing at one point because I was coughing a lot and I was in this place with a lot of people. The whole day I was coughing, throwing up water. I was so dehydrated. So here we go. So think about that. Iron fucking Mike. Who's tougher than Iron Mike? Huh? Who's tougher than Iron Mike? If Iron Mike was like, they twisted my arm, then what fight do you have, little nigga? You?
To this day.
What fight do you have?
To this day.
Don't let Deontay get knocked out. That's our last hope. What fight do you have? So subliminally, there's shit going on in subliminal, in your subliminal consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Underneath the hood, there's a little nigga in Inception. They're planning ideas on 3 levels and whatnot. There's a little nigga inside of your head like, look, nigga, if Mike couldn't fight him, how would it make you think that you can? That's if you don't, you know, I'm just saying. So here we go. I already knew it when I watched the Netflix special. It was me and my whiz, and I was understand what this closure is, because they're not saying it. If you haven't watched it, they're not telling the public what the fuck this special was about. The special was an hour and change. Dave Chappelle spent the whole hour and change talking about the alphabet community. Understand what this was. He didn't talk about nothing else. They took a little snippet of the whole baby thing and was like, oh, he was saying that the baby got canceled. And if he didn't get canceled for killing a man in Walmart, then why the hell would he get canceled for saying what he said? I'm just saying, just for the records, allegedly he was defending himself from somebody that was trying to get at him, and he was with wifey and a little one. And if anybody ever been in Walmart with the family, the immediate family, oh man, if somebody even skips you in line, if somebody acts stupid, you know how you be seeing them videos where a nigga will throw something at somebody and then quickly turn around, or they'll throw some shit over the fucking aisle and it'll splash on a person. I'm catching a body for that. Like, I don't know about you, but when you in Walmart, my nigga, it's like, no, any type of violation, nigga, I'm choosing violence. You know what I'm saying? So the baby caught a body before he got on, right? Let's be clear. He didn't catch a body when he was on. He caught a body, and the body put him on. I started hearing about the nigga because he caught a body. And then he beat the dude up in the Louis store, and he was out of here after that. And that guy is dead now. He died later on down the line. You know what I mean? So they cut a clip out and made it seem like he just addressed the community in the clip. When I watched the special, the nigga talked about he dog walked these niggas the whole he didn't let up off of them. He dog walked the LGBT community the entire hour in fucking 30 minutes. Okay? And he said it. He was like, I'm going in. I'm not finished. The name of it is called The Closer. David the Closer, not Tony the Closer, David the Closer, right? So he's closing out his deal with Netflix, which I'm assuming is a very heavy LGBT network. I'm sure that because when you look at what they promote on their channel and their platform, they are down with the agenda. They are down with the agenda. You know what I mean? Let's be very clear. I'm sure if any one of us was to go into Netflix headquarters, dress head to toe in some fucking mauve, you know what I mean? With some fucking with some penny loafers with no socks, niggas would try to get at you. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas would definitely try to get at you. So I'm like, damn, the way that he backed out, the way that he closed out, the way that he basically, it ain't how you start the race, it's how you finish it. Niggas is talking about, do you think Dave Chappelle is a clone? He's the best fucking clone that I've seen in a long time, my nigga. What you talking about? Oh, I miss Dave Chappelle from the Dave Chappelle show. Yeah, that's your problem. You miss Michael Jackson from Off the Wall. You wouldn't accept the fucking Thriller version of him. Niggas change. What are you talking about? If you want to hear the old Jay-Z, what did Nas say? If you want to hear the old Nas, go back and listen to him. That's how you hear the old Nas. You niggas always want I want that old thing back. And it don't work like that. People are in a butterfly phase. Niggas are changing these days. So let that man grow. Oh, Dave Chappelle gained weight. He's a clone. He used to be skinny and famished. You know what I'm saying? No, this nigga took a break and started eating carbs. What are you talking about? He lives on a farm with an Asian chick. He was eating noodles, nigga, and working out. Nobody can do that. You niggas want skinny Dave? You want skinny Dave? No, Dave is on the front lines, champion a motherfucker who could let his nuts hang and giving the middle finger to cancel culture, this motherfucking threatening cancel culture vultures that are threatening to shut you niggas the fuck up. Case in point, we can't even say certain things on YouTube anymore. We can't speak freely on YouTube anymore. Niggas is at work. You got people of all kind of play. They disrespecting you in your face. In your corporate America, Giggington and whatnot. You got niggas winking at you. You got people really out of line. You know what I mean? You got Karens and Becky's talking crazy to you. You can't say nothing because you're scared of getting canceled. This PC culture with all of these niggas with this thin ass skin and whatnot, where everybody's in their fucking feelings, right? But they're the most toxic people on the planet. a cesspool of toxicness on that side, but you can't say nothing. And they always in they film. No, fuck out of here. Fuck, I come from the 80s, my nigga. Like, we shoot our shit. You know what I mean? We gonna shoot the dozens. Everybody is gonna get made fun of. And it's not bullying, and it's not being impervious to people's fuck your feelings. You feel me? Fuck your feelings. How you gonna tell a black man the shit that I've been through? Fuck your feelings. Cause I'm not running around trying to get a fucking pity party. That was Black Lives Matter, and these niggas with these oversized calf muscles that was marching everywhere. That's them niggas that's capping. We don't fuck out of here. There's no pity party over here. We take our scrapes and wounds, we lick them, you know what I mean? And we keep it moving. We don't want your sympathy. We don't want you to drink our tears. When in Rome, move like a warlock, a Carthaginian. When in Rome, you gotta get on your Hannibal shit.
To this day.
To this day, nigga.
To this day.
You better be wilder than Deontay, nigga. When in Rome, or they gonna walk all over you. It's not like you could just be peaceful and fucking meek and whatnot, and somebody's not gonna step on your neck in this world that we live in. No, if you become peaceful and meek and all humble and monk-like and whatnot, niggas is running up under that robe and whatnot. They're gonna treat you like a doormat. It's an unfair exchange, and a lot of niggas they've been bussified and whatnot. A lot of niggas they can't grab their nuts anymore. They can't even find a pair. They have no testicular fortitude. These athletes, these actors, all of them woke niggas that y'all was dick riding and whatnot, bandwagoning and whatnot, all of these rapper ass niggas, all of these people, all of them have rocked you to sleep. They told you to go ahead and give it up to Joe Biden. Then they tell you to get the Jabberwocky. They got blood on their hands. When are you going to draw the line? How many? I mean, real talk. It's going beyond a simple, you misled me. No, you niggas got blood on your hands. Okay? So let me read this article real quick. Dave Chappelle does not make it easy, right? When somebody starts with that, you know that they on some fake emotional rant. Dave Chappelle does not make it easy. Read it in their voice, right? Read it in a Becky's voice. Dave Chappelle does not make it easy. You know what that means? He doesn't make it easy for us to accept him. He doesn't make it easy for us to, he's supposed to be respectable. You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, he doesn't make it easy. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not supposed to make it easy. You're supposed to feel uneasy every time you see me. You understand? When they see us, I'm supposed to remind you of something that you cannot break. I'm supposed to remind you of something that you cannot buy. I'm supposed to remind you of something that you cannot motherfucking, what is that called? Compromise. I'm uncompromisable, right? I'm supposed to remind you of that to this day. But what do we get in our communities? What do we get in our world? What do we get? We get niggas that pull up with dresses on. We get niggas that pull up with fingernail polish. We get niggas that pull up in high heels and stilettos. We get niggas that wink at white folk when they look at them and smile at them all cooey coo coo coo. You know what I mean? We get black women who show all of their fucking teeth when nobody asks you to smile, playing my hair. That's what we get. That's what I'll be seeing. Touching their toes, grabbing their ankles. We get black women that twerk around white people and they not even playing Meg Thee Stallion. Nobody even played no music. That's Roman. That's Rome. That's buck broken. You already lost. They don't have to lift a fucking fork off the table to jab you. They don't got to lift up a spoon. You're showing the signs of a nigga that lost. Like I said on the show before, niggas that won, if you won the war, you don't wear the dress.
To this day. To this day.
Niggas that won the war don't wear the dress. Only the losers wear the dress. Are you serious? Only the losers gotta wear the dress as a man. You put the niggas who you whooped on in dresses. Nigga, go put that skirt on and dance for me. You hoe ass nigga, go put the tutu on and twirl for me. Fuck out of here. That's how the winners act. That's how the winners rock. We at war. It's always been like that. He is one of the most brilliant stand-up comics in the business. Here comes the backhand jabs. But he also makes a sport of challenging his audience, putting ideas in front of them that he knows are uncomfortable and unpalatable to those invested in modern notions of how to talk about feminism, gender, sexual orientation, and race. Translation. Let me translate that. Let me Google translate what the fuck they wrote, because all of us don't understand how these people write and speak in double talk. I'm talking about, it don't matter the color of the pen writer. It don't matter if you work at these businesses. If you, Eric, yeah, this is a nigga right here, Eric Deegans. It don't matter. He's a Roman. You know what I'm talking about? He's a Roman. He's writing from the perspective of the people who have him under their fucking deodorant. You know what I mean? He's a son. He's a do boy. He's doing the deed for these people and being their mouthpiece, because they don't have the testicular fortitude. They're not bold enough to say it. And they know if a white man was to rally against Dave Chappelle, it would people would be like, sit the fuck down. But he's saying that he doesn't know, right? He puts ideas, right? Because remember, this is about this whole war, a culture war. When you're fighting a culture war, the culture war, or when you're fighting what is known as an intellectual warfare, it's about ideas and concepts. Before it ever got physical, warfare is about ideas and concepts, right? They're rocking the world to sleep right now with the Great Reset based off of erroneous ideas. Post 9/11, they was rocking the world to sleep with weapons of mass destruction, ideas and concepts, right? That somebody was out to get you, that there was an immediate threat and whatnot that had to be dealt with immediately. You niggas laced up your motherfucking you laced up your boots and whatnot, your Doc Martens, you put on your fatigues, and you hopped out of planes in parachutes, and you went and killed mad innocent people in the Middle East in the name of a motherfucking lie of ideas and concepts that really translated to a crusade that was pushed by George Bush, Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, and all of those quote unquote war criminals, Condoleezza Rice, Colin Bowles. So this guy is saying that in a fucking nutshell, that Dave is not going with the program, right? He's putting ideas in front of his audience that he knows are uncomfortable and unpalatable to those invested in modern notions, right? Not truths, notions, right? Of how to talk about feminism, gender, sexual orientation, and race. So in other words, Dave is fucking up the bag. Dave is fucking up what we built in this quote unquote propaganda camp, the way that we put these people to sleep with these fucking notions that we've been utilizing through the media and whatnot to train them how to call a motherfucking man a woman and other things, right? Sometimes he does it to make a larger point. But at times, especially since sometimes he does it to make a larger point, but at times, especially during his latest special for Netflix, The Closer, he also seems to have a daredevil's relish for going to dangerous places on stage and eventually winning his audience over, regardless of what he's actually saying. Of course, these days, the fix is in. Chappelle is considered the GOAT amongst many comedy fans. He says it about himself, Riley, towards the end of the special, and The Closer finds him surrounded by an enthusiastic audience in Detroit, ready to go wherever he takes them. It's not the audience is ready to, no, the motherfucker is funny. Fuck is you talk about? If he was not funny, he would have bombed. If he was not funny, they would have booed him. If he was not funny, they would have got the fuck up and left. Yes, it's supposed to be uncomfortable. Whoever told you going to see a comedian is supposed to be a motherfucking walk in the park? You know what I'm talking about? They want easy comedy. This is not Kevin Hart, nigga. What are you talking about? This ain't no buffoonery, nigga. This ain't niggas doing the Martin. You know what I mean? This ain't that. This ain't Step and Fetch It, nigga. For all of the times that we had to sit through Amos and Andy stepping and fetching with these crackers, these white folks, and all of their fucking minions and whatnot, we're watching people make fun of themselves and be completely buffoons, and they were wild comfortable watching us. Flip Wilson in his fucking dress. They were sitting back on Saturday Night Live when they put dresses on all of these niggas. Is that uncomfortable? When you got to watch that, or is it comfortable? Do you look at your Becky and whatnot and start smiling like, damn, we made it we came a long way? Is that comfortable? Or is it uncomfortable? If it's uncomfortable to us, do you give a fuck? Do you even care? Does that register? You tell us that we're phobic and we're crazy and we're going too far. No, nigga. This is not supposed to be. Richard Pryor was uncomfortable. Paul Mooney made you niggas uncomfortable. I'm talking about coons. I'm talking about the mayonnaise section. I'm talking about Neanderthals. I'm talking about everybody who is on some Roman shit. They made you uncomfortable by putting up a motherfucking mirror to show you how hypocritical you niggas was throughout the ages. And that's what a true comedic genius is able. Remember, the court jester is able to make fun of the motherfucking king without losing his head. Comedy, Chris Rock used to be on that shit until he motherfucking got compromised and he got completely watered down. And now he's just a buck-tooth fucking coon and whatnot. He don't do good stand-up. But the idea is to ruffle your feathers and to make you wild uncomfortable by hitting you with some truth that you be like, I know this nigga just didn't say that. Yes, he did. That much is obvious. Early in the special where he talks about the idea for a film centered on ancient look at this. That much is obvious. Early in the special where he talks about an idea for a film centered on an ancient civilization that discovered space travel, left the planet, and then came back, determined to claim the Earth for their own. His punchline is the title for the film, Space Jews. So for the people in the audience that might not catch that, what he means by space Jews of an ancient civilization that discovered space travel and left the planet and then came back determined to claim the planet for their own, that's them people who claim to be an ancient civilization that left their ancient homeland and then went and got persecuted in Germany and other places, and then came back determined to conquer that quote unquote homeland and displace and resettle the people who live there now. You know who I'm talking about, right? The rental agency people, or rentals with Black Dot and them call them. You know who I'm talking about, small hats. Even the adoring audience in Detroit took a breath on that one. He said, it's going to get worse than that, Chappelle retorts, laughing. But I'm not sure it did, because that was pretty awful. This is a black man. Coming from Chappelle, a joke like that felt like a dare. He knows in the moment that such a punchline will briefly break the spell he has on the audience, make them rethink their allegiance to him, at least for a second, and he'll have to work a little to get them back on his team again, which he does. He also knows reviewers like me will quote the joke and criticize him for it, which I am. I don't really care what point he's trying to make. A joke that sounds like anti-Semitism gets a hard pass from me. Who are you? And the message Chappelle has for those who have criticized him about transphobic, homophobic, or any other phobic jokes seems to be race trumps all. This idea surfaces when he talks about rapper DaBaby, who was pillared publicly for making homophobic comments during a concert in July. Chappelle jokes that the baby punched the LBG community right in the AIDS before recalling a 2018 incident in which the rapper was involved in a fight inside of a North Carolina Walmart where another person was shot and killed. In our country, you could shoot and kill a nigga, Chappelle says, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. What Chappelle doesn't say is that the baby claimed he was defending himself against two men who tried to rob him and his family in a store. Eventually, he was found guilty of a misdemeanor charge carrying a concealed weapon, though the family of the 19-year-old who died insists the baby started the fight, right? What else is he going to say? You think he's going to say, oh, I killed them niggas because I wanted to? In the closer, Chappelle eventually says he's jealous of the progress the gay rights movement has made in America. If slaves had oil and booty shorts on, we might have been free 100 years sooner. But lines like that assume that the struggle over oppression is a zero-sum game, that because some gay people have access to white privilege in America, all their concerns about stereotyping and marginalization are hollow and subordinate to what black people face. Let me interject. Where's the fucking marches at then? Where's the protest at then? Where's you niggas making noise at then? Because y'all was making a lot of noise, but what the fuck happened? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? They invited you to the Met Gala and other places. They gave you access. They cut a few checks, like how Black Lives Matter got 90 million off of George Floyd's cadaver, his dead body and whatnot. And you niggas went and blew the bag. What are you talking about? You're a protected, you are honorary Romans in Rome. What are you talking about? Unless you got to touch if you touch your toes and show allegiance to Rome, they got a pass for you. There's a bag involved. You got a job at the Gap. Nigga, what do you mean?
That's why you take a few steps back to go for the answers.
You have a job at a fucking Gap or Banana or any one of these stores waiting for you. But the people on the top of that pyramid are Romans, pure Romans who hate us. And they fetish you. They fetish your black bodies. You understand? You're a fucking boy toy to them. You know what I'm talking about? And they share, they give you, they punch down, they share trinkets, they give you crumbs and whatnot. The same way that they was busting niggas down on a plantation and the niggas in the house was grabbing their ankles and whatnot. And they were oiling you niggas up and mandingo wrestling you all around the motherfucking the all around the goddamn the palatial fucking house and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? And doing you all kind of ways. What has changed? What has changed? They're walking you niggas on leashes in Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn at night. These white men are walking black men on leashes. Go peeking with some of them fucking bars. These niggas are on leashes. Go to Hollywood and see how they treat how this shit goes down. Go and check it out. Go to Tel Aviv. Go to where the capital of the shit is at. I gave you in When in Rome series, I gave you 10 different countries, and none of them are African. None of them are black. The top 10 countries where these niggas got power at: Brazil, Tel Aviv, a lot of Latin American countries. All Roman Catholic, majority, all of them, damn near 9 out of 10 of them are Roman Catholic bastions. And they just put the report out about the Roman Catholic Church in France allegedly raping about 300,000 people. What happened to them people? Who the fuck did they become? What positions of power do they have right now? Who are they? Not all of them. There's a large contingency of them. Who are they? Identify them. Like I said, it's vampire culture. It's like Interview with a Vampire where they showed you how Brad Pitt and them was moving through generations, and they bit the little girl, and then she started biting other people, and they brought them all into the motherfucking fold. Remember, they was on a plantation in Louisiana, and they said black blood tastes the best. Remember that? It's vampire culture. You bite me, I bite somebody else, and they bite another person. That's predator culture. That's what R. Kelly got. He got bit when he was little, and then he started going out and biting other people, like fucking Akasha and Queen of the Dam. Remember when they ate her up, when they were biting her up? You understand? It's the symbology in that. It ignores the facts that there are plenty of non-white gay people who face oppression for both their sexual orientation and their race. And of course, opposing these public statements of homophobia isn't just about making gay people feel better. It's about keeping the anger and prejudice behind these words from becoming widely acceptable or turning into action. Too often in The Closer, it just sounds like Chappelle is using white privilege to excuse his own homophobia and transphobia. Because Chappelle is brilliant, right? Translation, because he's not a dumb nigga, right? And then they throw the baby right after that. Because Chappelle is, you look at the juxtaposition, how they speak in code. Because Chappelle is brilliant, his words about the baby make an important point, right? So if you remember, the baby couldn't make a point about himself. He's not brilliant enough, right? So they know what an artist like the baby, Boozy, and all of them, they don't have the intelligence to play these so quote unquote, they're not public relate, they're not skilled in the English language like that. They're not skilled. They could rap, they write mumble raps. They're not skilled with their pen to where they could go up against these intellectual people of these communities who beat you down on Twitter with words that you niggas can't even pronounce and don't even know what they mean. You can't follow your fucking, you're getting washed, you're getting canceled, you're getting people from the community who could go to war with them with their pen. So you suffer the consequences of being publicly shamed. And then at the end of the day, you still got to turn to a publicist who's usually down with their side to basically bail you out with their pen. Think about that. Because Chappelle is brilliant, his words about the baby make an important point, right? It is sad that more people know about the baby's homophobic comments than his involvement in this deadly encounter. But there is more to the story outside of his simplistic framing, with scenes designed to excuse some pretty hurtful words. Gay people are minorities until they need to be white again, Chappelle says. That's the capper to a different story about his conflict with a white man at a nightclub who called the police. The comic said the man he nearly fought was gay. And yes, we know that calling the police on a black man could mean in a post-George Floyd world. Shut the But if some belligerent jerk were confronting me in a nightclub, I'll probably call the cops regardless of the race of the jerk. And Chappelle refuses to consider this possibility. He goes on to joke that for years he thought the word feminism meant frumpy dykes, and that the Me Too movement was silly because wealthy women in Hollywood didn't fire their agent and uplift women working in the mailroom. That just when he figured out how to nail white people on their racism, some white people changed the game by declaring that they were changing genders. So what he's doing is trying to pull apart a fucking comedy special and sound all fake intellectual, but it's not working, fam. It's a fucking comedy I mean, how many comedy specials do you see anybody try to pull apart and do thought pieces on? You know what I mean? Where are they at? You know, he goes on to say for years that he thought the word feminism meant frumpy dyke. Chappelle recalls how he once asked why it was easier for Caitlyn Jenner to transition in public than for Cassius Clay to change his name to Muhammad Ali. The fact is, these are all complicated topics, tough to encapsulate in a single punchline or anecdote. And watching Chappelle talk about them is like watching somebody use a chainsaw as a letter opener. Worse, It is obvious during the closer that Chappelle cannot stand dealing with people who confront him over his more controversial jokes. More than once, he relays a story about somebody getting in his face about how he was how he has talked about women, gay people, or transgender people, accusing him of punching down. Right? That's their word, punching down. They punch down on us every fucking day of our lives. I'm in my 40s. I've been punched down every day of my fucking life. You understand? The minute a white person opens their mouth, 8 times out of 10, they're punching down. What are you talking about? Chappelle may craft, and some niggas don't even know when they're getting punched down. That's the scary part. Niggas get punched down on, and don't you working in the fucking corporate America, they're punching down on you at the fucking water cooler, and you're laughing and shit. Stop it, Bob. You're too much. No, nigga, he's punching down. He's shitting on you. He's pissing on your head and telling you that it's fucking raining at the water cooler in front of Barquisha, nigga. What are you gonna do? Chappelle may craft his monologues to make the audience think, but that doesn't mean he necessarily wants much of a dialogue, especially with people who don't like his ideas. The closer ends with a poignant story about a transgender comic, Daphne Dorman, who he befriended and allowed to open for him during a club appearance in San Francisco back in 2019. Dorman died by suicide the same year. Chappelle says she took a lot of criticism online for defending him against allegations that he was transphobic and denying that he was punching down in his material. Earlier, Chappelle says his performance, his 6th special with Netflix, will be his last for a while. He also says he won't joke about LBGTQVZ topics anymore. I'm done talking about it, he says towards the end of the closer. All I ask to your community with all humility, will you please stop punching down on my people?
To this day. To this day.
When you people that are in that community are honest with our community, that the people at the top of that community spend a lot of time punching down on everybody else that's not in their community, then we can have a conversation. But y'all will shield, y'all will deny, y'all will deflect, y'all will gaslight, y'all will protect these motherfucking Romans and these Greco-Romans until the last fucking day. You know what I mean? Until the shit goes flatline. You know what I mean? You would not acknowledge the racism. You would not acknowledge the fact that these people are worse than the people who, you know, or the politicians and all of these other people. These people here are a group of people who are collectively, right, through Hollywood, through the media, through a lot of places where they are organized and they work to do what? To push an agenda, to debase, right? To debase, right? To devalue the Black family. Okay? When they got their hands on the music industry, they turned that shit into some hypersexualized motherfucking minstrel shows. When they took over the race music back in the days, when those small hats who were the fucking managers and the agents and whatnot, they did a lot of things to help push our people into a lower frequency. They were orchestrating that. When they took over San Fernando Valley and they started pushing the same porn that they were being run out of countries, they had pogroms in different countries because these same people they did not let them live amongst them because of their wayward ways, right? Remember we talked about it before. We were identifying them as the Franks, a specific sect out of quote unquote that community of the small hats, the space Jews and whatnot. We were identifying them, and they are some of the purveyors of that wayward lifestyle, right? They are some of the purveyors of that wayward lifestyle, vampire culture. So somebody tweeted, they're not mad at Dave Chappelle for telling trans jokes. They're mad at Dave Chappelle for exposing LGBTQ Twitter as the rabid cancel culture hate mob that it always was. Right? Critics call to cancel Dave Chappelle, Netflix. It's mad articles where they're in their fields and whatnot. They're in their fields, right? So this woman or this man called Jacqueline Moore, right? Jack Moore. I love so many of the people I work with at Netflix, brilliant people and executives who have been collaborative and fought for important art. But I've been thrown against walls because I'm not a real woman. I've had beer bottles thrown at me. So Netflix, I'm done. Right? So this Jacqueline Moore, okay, this Jacqueline Moore and whatnot, right? We're going to point out who Jacqueline Moore is in a minute. So look at this screenshot for anybody who saw the show or anybody that's going to see the show after you hear this. Look for these two white chicks in the audience. They're right in the fucking front, right? Two bobblehead white chicks, right? They did not fucking laugh at none of this nigga's jokes when he started going in. And the camera kept going on their asses. So somebody wrote, I know who started dragging Dave Chappelle. And they are, because when I was watching it, these bitches made me uncomfortable. I was like, get them the fuck out of here. I can't focus on this nigga's jokes because these white chicks look like they about to become active shooters. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because he was washing. When I say he was washing niggas, he was washing them. And they had to sit through that whole shit. Right. But like I said, you gotta be, I will go to a comedy special if there's an intelligent comedian washing black people. I will laugh at the jokes if the shit was funny. You just can't be outrightly racist. You have to be a fucking comedic genius. I can laugh at myself. I don't take myself that serious. I don't take black people that serious because niggas don't take themselves serious. You understand? Niggas are not serious minded like that. So what the fuck? We do for some fucking jokes. I'ma laugh. I'ma laugh my ass off. I'ma knock glasses over, my nigga. My sides are gonna be hurting. I'm gonna have the fucking the face muscle is gonna hurt. I'll laugh. I will be loud. I wouldn't give a fuck. Cause I'm not gonna take it personal. Cause I know that they're not talking about me. So Punch from TDE, right? The head of TDE said Dave Chappelle is a genius. His superpower is giving you the full context so you get the overall message. And you remember that message because the punchline is so effective. Here comes Peter Rosenberg. But he came up short a couple of this. But Peter Rosenberg, right? This fucking lame wants to stick his fucking long ass nose in grown man's tweets talking about, he came up short on a couple of this a time around. So I had to flame his ass. I said, shut up, you duck ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. You the same culture vulture who dick rides rappers and music that promotes violence, drug culture, and backwardsness, but you want to be fake butthurt because you be riding fences. Like Dave said, y'all is cool with black on black violence, right? Y'all cool with that. This motherfucker works at Hot 97 with Ebro. You should listen to the playlist. They've been playing black degenerate music since these motherfuckers got on air and whatnot. He has an album called Peter Rosenberg Real Late. He just put it out. They got West Side Gun. They got a bunch of niggas on the album talking about killing niggas or whatever the fuck they talking about. They not talking about planting trees in the neighborhood though. They not talking about helping ladies cross the street and whatnot. They not talking about that. They talking about what they talk about. So he's a perfect example of a culture vulture. He's a small hat who comes out of that community, and they will love to have you feel like niggas selling drugs, talking about selling drugs, gang banging, drill music, prostitution, whole culture. All of that is cool because they make money off of that. But they picked they got fake outrage. And they get together and they try to pick their fucking outrage and whatnot whenever it's affecting or whenever it's calling out or whenever it's motherfucking going against what it is that they agreed that we could talk about. And we not having that shit. So now look at this nigga. Moore says that she won't be pitching anything to Netflix for the time being. I don't know what it will take for me to feel comfortable in changing that. I know that it will take some action. So I told the bitch, thank you. Because this is the executive producer. She said, I told the story of my transition for Netflix and most Pride Week. It's a network that's been my home on Dear White People. I loved working there. I will not work with them as long as they continue to put out and profit from blatantly and dangerous transphobic content. I told that bitch, dear white people is a crock of shit. Bye, Felicia. Out of here. Kick rocks. Look mad crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Dear white people. So I knew that when I watched this piece of shit, I knew that there was something behind the fucking scenes. Whenever you watch any of these black shows and they got some weird shit going on and there's an agenda, go and do the research on the executive producers. Go and do the research on the directors, because 9 times out of the 10, it's somebody that don't look like us. And now it's one of these niggas like the Wachowski brothers who turned into the sisters and whatnot. Like when you watch The Shy and you know that the Lena chick is behind it, or the shit that they put on Amazon, or all of that horror trauma porn where they're depicting our people. Yeah, it's usually them behind the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Tyler Perry's greatest fucking hits and all of that. Everybody that comes out of his camp, because he has a fucking he has a goddamn a cottage industry in Atlanta putting out nothing but bad content all over BET. He's just flooding shit with all kind of fuckery, and he's putting his people on. The Billy Porters of the world, the Lena Wraiths or whatever her name is. All of these people are now taking over the Hollywood market and whatnot. So the next fucking 20 to 30 years of our stories are gonna be heavily steeped in fuckboy agendas. You know what I mean? In intersectionality. You know what I mean? And all of these weird ass fucking plots and whatnot. And we haven't, and I'm only saying that because they skipped past the period of showing us as enlightened people. They completely jumped over telling great fucking stories like a Marcus Garvey story or an Elijah or a Noble Drew Ali. They skip past all of that. They jump right from fucking the whole gangster rap and the drug dealer movies and the fucking revival of the on broadcast TV. There's like 10 shows about niggas selling crack in the 80s. BMF, Snowfall, Raising Canaan. Like, how many fucking shows are going to talk about niggas selling crack to their mamas? What can we get past that? Could we get past that? Dead white people is straight trash. Straight like that. Straight trash. This nigga's gay. Black boy. They done took fucking Everybody Hates Chris and turned him out. The black girl who's the most revolutionary chick, they got her going in and she's getting smashed by a white boy. You know what I'm saying? She getting smashed by a pink toe. She got a Snow King. Like, the whole shit is trash. I couldn't even get past the first. I'd seen season 1. I was like, garbage. Protest. Boycott. I'm not watching this. You gotta watch what you eat. I'm not eating this. Fuck out of here. I'd rather watch Tiana Trump, nigga. Not watching this bullshit. Yeah, this chick right here. So that's kind of it for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is crazy, as you know. I'm calling bullshit on all of that Dave Chappelle hate. You can't cancel the motherfucking GOAT. You know what I mean? You can't cancel. He could cancel himself. You know what I'm saying? Can't cancel him. You know. So get it out of your minds. You niggas could be mad until your face hurts. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know? And I hope that we don't have this conversation anymore. But I highly suggest that if you want some good laughs, right? Like I said, we not, learn to laugh at yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Niggas be taking everything serious. Nah, fuck that. Niggas went through blackface. Niggas went through step and fetch it. Niggas went through all kind of shit. Birth of a nation. We went through the worst shit, and we still here. So you mean to tell me y'all mad because he makes jokes about your community? And like I said, the jokes are intelligent. He's not even being heartless. It's not even being heartless. But what he is doing is he's making you think, and he's getting underneath your skin because you niggas are too comfortable at the end of the day. And everybody's running around feeling like they're all powerful and nobody could question them when everybody is being questioned. Everybody is being questioned. Everybody's under scrutiny. Everybody is underneath the microscope. We need to make this the mandatory. Motherfuckers, you can't even question people in white coats anymore. You can't question the popo no more. Blue lives matter. All lives. You can't question the politicians. You can't question them anymore. You can't question the Roman senators. You can't question the elites. You can't question niggas on Hollywood. You try to go after one of these rappers and whatnot. These niggas is jumping in front of bullets online. No, don't get at my favorite fucking actor, please. You know what I mean? These niggas is out here, They taking a shot. They letting you, they getting clipped for their for the person who don't give a fuck about them, don't know them. But we live in this quote unquote culture where people is just worshiping other people. Right? Here you go. This shit right here. You got valid criticism, right? Valid criticism about a nigga. But then one of these weird niggas, right, online, want to jump in front of the shots. They want to jump in front of the shots. So all of y'all gonna get shot. We not gonna stop shooting. You could get it too. You know what I'm talking about? You could get it too. That don't stop nothing. This celebrity culture, this shit is becoming sickening. This cult of personality worship and whatnot, this shit is becoming out of hand, bro. The cult of it's a real cult. It's a real cult. It's in the conscious community as well. It's a whole cult. These are cults all around you. Henceforth, while we were talking about we are in a culture war. We are in a culture war. It's all kind of wars. The wars are for your hearts and your minds. That's what the war is for, the hearts and the minds of the people. They rocking you to sleep with concepts and ideas. That's how they getting by. But I digress. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. We have a last word from my brother Mansa Mooks, all of the people who were present for the workshop. Shout out to all of the brothers and sisters on the network who signed up and emailed the brother and whatnot. We had a little delay on getting back to the people, so we're gonna address that. We're gonna talk to the family real quick before we get out of here. All right. Make sure, like I said, y'all hit the like button, hit that Cash App up. You feel me? Hit the subscribe button, especially, and hit the Patreon. We have a lot of people signing up to the Patreon. So therefore, when we hit a certain number, when we hit a certain criteria, then we're going to start going live on that channel and doing some things on that channel and whatnot. You smell me? So let me open up the floor for the brother.
Peace,
bro.
Peace, fam. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, can y'all hear the brother? Let me know. Can y'all hear him? You sound good, but I got these headphones on, so I don't know how you sound too good.
Okay.
What's up with the book club? The book club is coming. I actually talked to Blue, and he said he want to get in on that show. All right, can y'all? Yeah, they said they can hear you. Good.
Good. Peace, family. Love and light to y'all. Just wanted to follow up with y'all real quick about the people that's been Instagram messaging and emailing me. I apologize about the delay. No excuses for that at all. I've reached out to almost all of you, but 20 of you. My entire Instagram DMs, I responded to all of you guys, and I left you some Zoom times in there that you guys will be able to come hop on some group Zooms, get all your questions answered. The links will be provided to sign up for the Master Freedom Plan. Those dates that I have are October 8th, Friday, which is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. 5 p.m. Central, y'all. So if you East Coast, that means if it's 6 p.m. no time, that's 5 p.m. my time. California, you 2 hours. If it's 5 p.m. my time, it'll be 3 p.m. your time. So Friday at 5 p.m. Central, Saturday the 9th at 5 p.m. Central, Monday the 11th at 12 p.m. Central, and Tuesday the 12th at 12 p.m. Central. And then I'll have that same cycle going the next 2 or 3 weeks for any people that's coming in late.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all hear that? Brother Mansa is he's ready for y'all. You know, he got his thing, and he, like he said, he has the Zooms lined up. Those that are serious, because this is really about, you know, we don't want to waste anyone's time. He doesn't want to waste your time. I do not want to waste your time, and we don't want you to waste your time with us. So, you know, this is this is about the freedom plan, and freedom comes with a price tag. You feel me? Me and the brother was building. We're gonna make sure everything works out, and you know, just just tap in.
Tap in. Yeah. So I know a few of you on the Eventbrite inquired about sort of a payment plan. I jumped the gun agreeing to that. It's not going to work out. What you can do is just sit there and take a month or two to build your money up so you can't afford it. But at this point in time, I'm not going to be able to help out anybody with a payment plan. Either you know you have it or you don't. I will be doing some free stuff in the future. I'll be sure to reach out to you and let you know about that though.
Indeed. All right.
Yep.
Definitely. All right.
Yep. All right. Peace, family. I appreciate y'all time today.
Yes, sir. All right. Salute. Indeed, indeed. All right, so there you have it. Like I said, you know, Red October. You know what I mean, we got things rolling out. You know, feel me? We got a lot of things rolling out. Shout out to everybody on the team, everybody that's helping me out, that's assisting me with these moves and whatnot. As you know, it's a lot of work. Shout out to Blue Pill, shout out to KT, the Arch Degree, Mama Pill, and everybody else out there. You smell me? Sign up to the Patreon, all of my Patreon family. Like I said, I see you. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we definitely finna get it cracking. Any question, comments, and concerns, hit up the email redpillar75 at Proton Mail. If you want to get the workshop that me and the good brother did, that is available. All right. The Strive and Thrive, introducing the Mansa Freedom Plan. That's about 4 or 5 hours. I'm not 100% sure. You know what I mean? Shit, even if you want to get this bundle, I'll even bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that the family needs solutions like you know, like fish need water. You know what I'm saying? So hit up the email redpillar75 at Proton Mail. Let me know if you either want the bundle or if you want Strive and Thrive, the quote unquote Q4 2021. There's a lot of information in there about NFTs. There's a lot of information in there about the DeFi market. There's a lot of information about, because the brother already predicted that Bitcoin was going to go over 50,000, and Bitcoin is at 50 something already, my niggas. So we're looking at Bitcoin going to 100,000 before the end of the fourth quarter. A lot of the predictions that the brother Mansa made came true. You know, October is Uptober. Shout out to my Shibu army. Let me see if I get rid of that Shibu army shit. You know what I mean? The Shibu is taking off. I got rid of that prematurely. Had the Shibu army. I was sitting on the Shibu. I was tight for months and shit. I got rid of that shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good though. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be doing part 2 to this right here. If y'all remember this, it's been a while, but this shit right here was fire. You know what I mean? A lot of prophecies was dropped in this. A lot of cloth was dropped in this. This happened in the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Savage mode. Yeah, they just gave Donald Trump his Instagram back. This nigga's about to go ham. That was American Gods 4.4. You know what I mean? 21 Savage was the name of that lecture. So we're doing episode 2 of that. So look out for that coming up. You know, I got to do my own commercials, fam. You know how that goes. And also, like I said, I'm really excited about this e-dating type of thing. So brothers, if you feel that you are ready, if you're a suitor, right? I'm giving you the email right here. Ladies, you know, you definitely have to send a picture. Okay. You know what I mean? You might have a cute email and whatnot. The name on the email, your handle might be fly, but we got to make sure that everything is in alignment. You know what I'm saying? No nudes. Just send me a face shot. You know what I'm saying? Send me a face shot. Yeah, Trump in 24. I'm voting for that. I'm I'm a full asshole. I'm doing Trump in 24. Like, don't even, yeah. Trump and Kodak on the ticket. Don't fuck with me. Like, you know what I mean? We don't even have to, we don't have to, I'm out there. I'm gonna be fucking on the front line. I'm gonna be trumped up. I'm gonna have the matching red, white, and blue. I'm gonna look like Dipset, my nigga. I'm gonna have on so many American flags. You niggas are gonna hate my guts. You know what I'm talking about? We going pro Trump this time, baby. Stop playing. But that's it for the show. I appreciate y'all. I had fun with y'all. It felt like we've been here for 8 hours, but it's only 2.5. But nevertheless, if Brother Rich is still broadcasting with Blue Pill, make sure y'all go over there and tap in with the gods, because they already going in. And if they did finish, catch the replay. But make sure y'all see that David Chappelle. Make sure, the same way that niggas made Squid Games #1 and all of that, they trying to hide that motherfucking comedy special. I had to search deep in the app to find it. They don't want you to watch that, so they could say it flopped and they could talk shit and they could bury it. Make sure that shit go. Make sure it go. Make sure it go. We want to make that #1. You know what I mean? We want to make that #1. You feel me? It's only right, because he did it for us. Those of us that refuse to be canceled and do not want somebody policing our motherfucking mouths, because we grown ass people who've been through a lot. So I'm not going to make it this far in life for somebody to tell me what I can say and what I can't say. I'm willing to fucking fight for that. So with that being said, y'all stay dangerous. You know what I mean? And we out. We're going to end it on Cold World. Right? Tell me if y'all can hear this. Wait, not yet. I gotta turn the volume up.
To this day. To this day.
When the masters ascended,
Okay.
you bastards pretended you was passing amendments, changing the law. Now Freeman, like you was changing the God. Strange things, like you were strange to the gods. Tremble and plain you were fraud. How could you claim that you God? Back then my mental was trained, like mentals in pain. The mental was trained. Train is simple, the game is mental. Train a lentil. When it rains, it falls, and it rains to Rachel. Back in the rains like Kanye. Just me and machines like Conway. Me and machines like Conway. Looking for me in the whirlwind. They didn't believe in Barbie. They believe in Steve and Barbie. Now they looking like women and looking like girlfriends. Like on the weave of Fleas and Barbie.
Halfway.
Niggas don't wanna do research.
They just want to wear t-shirts.
I'm in the same bag. I was trendy. When Dr. York, he was the voice of New York like Wendy. They birthed to the walk in Mendy's. They on the wrong side of history. They on the wrong side of Sicily. The Biblio Helios. Sicily enemies. European, Hennessy, chicken spit, energy, in his tense. If it were a person, it would be my defense.
To this day. To this day.
On a 90-degree angle, 93 hours at 90-degree angel. A strangle in Harlem world, like Charlie the Wrangle. Black woman and child and mystical angel. You're strangled by mystical tangle. I learned that my enemies and people look into your life. To feed your fight, feed your vice. Others will into your life and teach you to read and to write. Others will make in your life like Jesus the Christ. He is alright, but he is not real. Some people are there when you need the advice. We're giving it back to Caesar, alright. Caesar night. We got the keys to life. Let's perform like Mike. Caesar Mike. Caesar life. Caesar Mike. Caesar Mike. Got him stuck like Caesar ice. We breaking up bread like it's Hanukkah.
What?
Wake up to bread on a monitor.
What?
We breaking up bread like it's Hanukkah.
To this day.
Wake up to bread on a monitor.
To this day.
Like thermometer. Over the planet Andromeda.
Feet are washed.
Listen to beats
To
to
Taj.
Taj.
Chances are.
You never dance with the stars. Had all the chances to spar and sands to ball. My father has many new mansions on Mars. I sailed out in chrome spaceships.
Big
Bitch, I bailed out with
bone
bracelets. Yeah, I brailled out my own matrix. They say that it's ego, but it's a strong intention. They play with the people, take credit for wrong inventions, long extensions, Empire State buildings, in the con scenarios.
King Kong, Dungeon Dragons,
in the rhyme scenarios, the songs that mention songs
that are my henchmen on. Niggas and bitches and bombs. Mystery songs, getting their flags and their bitches on.
Master self, catch yourself before you catch yourself. Make sure that you catch your wealth. Ask yourself when you detach your belt. If the vibe is off, it's because strides is lost. Cold world, survive the frost.
Red summer,
It's because
tribes is lost. Cold world,
survive the frost.
survive the frost. The Woke Fest, Atlanta, this weekend. Pull up. Woke Fest. Pull up.